追いかけるほど縛りつけるほど遠ざかってく未来、また後悔気づけば憶測ばかり。本当は執着したくない、もう存在意義もわからない。ああ全部忘れたい。 Just say you want me with you with you with you kiss me now. Just say you love me with you with you with you tell me now. あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよね。どうしてなら届かない想いまだそばにいてよ。分かって振り向いて今はまだ Can't hold it back 抱きしめて嘘でもいいから Just love me。 あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよね。どうしてなら届いてよ会いたいの。もう愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよね。どうしてなら届かない分かってるの。どれだけ追いかけてもこの手伸ばして願っても二度と叶わない見えるね。振り向いて叫んで嘆いても Never coming back。 Don't let me go, don't set me free, just hold me。 何度夜越えて朝迎えたの Stay here。 ここにいて見つめた横顔このまま時止まればいいけど失って Miss you tonight。 見透かして乾いた心がこのまま世界が止まればって願っても会えるのはもう夢の中だけ。 Just say you want me with you with you with you kiss me now. Just say you love me with you with you with you tell me now。 あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよね。どうしてなら届かない想いまだそばにいてよ。追いかけるほど縛りつけるほど遠ざかってく未来、また後悔気づけば憶測ばかり。本当は執着したくない、もう存在意義もわからない。ああ全部忘れたい。 Just say you want me with you with you with you kiss me now. Just say you love me with you with you with you tell me now。 あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよね。どうしてなら届かない 未来また後悔 Cry side 気づけば憶測ばかり本当は執着したくないもう存在意義もわからないああ全部忘れたい Just say you want me With you with you with you kiss me now Just say you love me With you with you with you tell me now あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届かない想いまだそばにいてよ分かって振り向いて今はまだ Can't hold it back 抱きしめて嘘でもいいから Just love me あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届いてよ会いたいのもう愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届かない分かってるのどれだけ追いかけてもこの手伸ばして願っても二度と叶わない見えよね振り向いて叫んで嘆いても Never going back Don't let me go, don't set me free, just hold me 何度夜越えて朝迎えたの Stay here ここにいて見つめた横顔このまま時止まればいいけど失って Miss you tonight 見透かして乾いた心がこのまま世界が止まればって願っても会えるのはもう夢の中だけ Just say you want me With you with you with you kiss me now Just say you love me With you with you with you tell me now あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届かない想いまだそばにいてよ分かって振り向いて叫んで嘆いても Never going back 追いかけるほど縛りつけるほど遠ざかってく未来また後悔 Cry side 気づけば憶測ばかり本当は執着したくないもう存在意義もわからないああ全部忘れたい Just say you want me With you with you with you kiss me now Just say you love me With you with you with you tell me now あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届かない想 ば憶測ばかり本当は執着したくないもう存在意義もわからないああ全部忘れたい Just say you want me With you kiss me now Just say you love me With you tell me now あなたを愛しても信じても振り向かない嫌いにさせてよねどうしてなら届かない想いまだそばにいてよ分かって振り向
They turned it around at the very end. A huge win for NIP in that final game, secured their spot. But talking to Kurev, it means more than that. These guys are still in the middle of their journey, and I know that GK Esports and NIP are going to want more out of this championship day. Another team that kind of survived as well from EMEA, despite having some disappointments in that arena, was For Fun Esports. And I feel like that's a team, Dan, that just has kind of snuck under the radar. They've been really excellent. They haven't done any interviews, really, and they've kind of been like, let's lock in, we're about our business, and now they're in the finals.
And they take that position away from some of the big, heavy hitters.
That's right.
I mean, Aurora, they go out. We were expecting them to potentially get through. It was a very disappointing performance for them. Interesting to see how they bounce back moving into Split 2. And then you got a team like JDG. JD Gaming, they looked so hot off the press. They looked like a team that was dominating. They were kill leaders throughout at times, but they just couldn't quite get over the finish line.
Maybe some of the immaturity, and I wouldn't even say that, maybe the inexperience of floating on the big stage. They needed one of those moments to go right. They had so many, but they just needed one more.
And then, of course, our reigning champions at EWC, VK Gaming.
That's right.
They don't get a chance to defend their title today. That's tough.
We will have a new winner. All that from the survival stage yesterday here at the STC Rewind, but today is Match Point Finals right on center stage, so don't go anywhere. The action is about to begin.
I am excited to take you through the action today, and that is none other than Apex Legends here at EWC 2026. But before we do that, I want to take you back on a journey from EWC in 2024. Our team Alliance took the championship in that year with absolute grace. And in 2025, we saw VK Gaming put Apex South back on the map. Now here at EWC 2026, I'm going to predict that SAUL will take the championship. Throughout the group stages, this team has had immense consistency and also incredible skill throughout all the stages. Now, this team has been playing together for a long time. You would know their names, seen their faces, but this is the time that they are going to take home a trophy. What I'd love to see is my main girl, Glitter, and her predictions for Apex Legends today.
Thanks, Lace. Yeah, Match Point Finals is always an absolutely insane day. After what we've seen so far out of some of our teams, I'm expecting big performances out of Elite Esports and Team Liquid. But as far as what that means for the CC side of things, if we're talking club championship, we've got teams that are looking to just get themselves into the top 8, because remember, you need 2 top 8 finishes in order to be CC eligible. But of course, the team that gets the win is going to be putting themselves in an even better position. And I think that might be Team Liquid. We'll have to see how it plays out. I can't wait to see what happens.
So much has happened in the first 3
क्या
days
bra पहनोगे क्या आप?
LGS at
bra पहनने वाले हो क्या?
EWC 26. All I know is that we will be crowning a new champion today on Match Point Finals. My name is the 7WG. I want to be able to do this by myself, though. We got Sniped Out, we got Graceful, and Lace. How are we feeling today?
After a good nap, some good food, I'm feeling pumped. Look, I don't know, in 14 games pumped for Match Point. Yep.
Oh, 14? You know what?
I'm kidding, they're going to hate me. No, yep. 14 matches. That's how pumped I am.
You want to break the record? You know what? Give me a number. How many matches?
Bro, 14, that means I'm going straight into the airport.
He's getting on the plane after that.
Let's keep it at a solid between 8 and 10 would be nice.
8 and 10?
I said 9 yesterday. I'll stick with that today.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'll say 7 just to make sure I keep it within brand. But for everybody currently watching, don't forget, today is the last day where you can actually head over to the ALGS website and sign in for the chance to win some coins so you can be ready for the new event. All you need is an EA email. You have until actually the matches are done, and we're gonna be giving 5 different viewers this weekend a chance for 11,500 coins each. So you'll be ready for the next awesome event coming to Apex Legends. And don't forget, for everybody currently watching as well, make sure you tweet at us, make sure you share stuff on social media about this awesome event, and use that hashtag EWC and hashtag EWC26, because we have been seeing some great stuff out of all that. I mean, we got to rate some paintings, we played rock, paper, scissors at some point, you got a chance to talk to some players as well. But overall, there's one tweet that we want to take a look at, because this is one team that hasn't won here at EWC, and they definitely want to win. And it's none other than Imperial Howl saying, time to blip, win EWC. Is it gonna happen, Snipe, or no? Because this team has been playing like they've actually been underperforming.
Yeah, I mean, they have won 2 games here this weekend, but they always come at the beginning of the series. So I'm wondering if there's maybe a character pool selection that they're having trouble with continuing on with series. They only won 1 game through all of Pro League, so this team slays heavy. And for us right now, it's probably the least we've ever talked about a HAL roster or a HAL team, because they're usually dominating through all the group stages. And it's really interesting to watch, because this is the first time I believe they're an underdog. Even the talent in the back, when we're giving our predictions, I don't think anyone but Dan, and he felt like he had to, because someone had to pick them to win. So it's very interesting to watch this team. And you know, I think there's a lot of potential there, and we'll see what happens, but who knows?
I mean, I agree with you, but it's also Falcons and HAL. They might be down, but you can never count them out. We're talking about the multiple LAN winner. Never mind the fact that Guild also has been second a couple of times as well, I believe, on LAN. So
3 times, actually.
3 times, actually. And Walty has won LAN as well. So when you're getting to that point, a team made up of champions and one almost a champion as well, they have what it takes already to bring it back.
Well, there you go. We got all the family as well. We have seen SAUL. We actually got a chance to do a segment with them earlier on. I know everybody, especially behind us, is going to be rooting for SAUL. And I've been promised a jersey, so we'll see if I'm actually going to end up getting one if they win. I think that was the quote-unquote role. I know you want them to win.
Yeah, I try to match the blue a little bit. You know, yeah, I put them as my prediction, okay? I feel like this roster, it is their time to win. You know, I said it before, they have had so many great lands, but it's always just missing it. But throughout the group stages, SAUL were placed 3rd. This is an exceptional performance. You know, we had those top 3 teams, you know, Elite, etc., having the most points, and SAUL were up there from the group stages. So their consistency in every single match is why I believe that, yeah, SAUL might win this one.
I mean, they have been able to win games too, which is something that some squads have not been able to do. One that comes to mind right away is one that we saw yesterday during the survival stage, which was Team RRQ. That squad was just not able to win a game, but that consistency that they showed ended up putting them in that first place, Graceful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've seen several teams, and I think Falcons actually is included in that, where they have been struggling with the meta, especially game 1 and 2 with, you know, with Crypto and Seer being banned out first. A lot of these teams are having a tough time adapting. And yesterday, we still got 10 games, which is absolutely crazy, because we saw so many different comps that we normally don't get to see. Now we're back a little bit more towards orthodox comps, because we don't know how many games will be played. So people should really be looking to take the advantage of playing everything that hasn't been banned at the moment, which yesterday, I think, Alter was severely underplayed, which the teams that did well actually picked her.
And then when we started getting into the later matches, we started seeing some other legends as well.
Yeah.
But here you have it. One last tweet for everybody out there using that hashtag EWC and hashtag EWC26.
Yes.
Talk to me about this one.
This is the whole thing, is where normally, this was back in the day when you would also, even before contests as well, but now Alliance is dropping old Ferrari. Now we don't really have Tridents anymore, but with the old way that they used to do is whoever lands Northpad, they are absolutely standing it, because that loot right there is just not really enough. For instant rotate, if the zone is perhaps walls, you can make it happen, but generally speaking, you just want to make sure that you're getting the POIs essentially for free, so that you can just fight properly that whole game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes down to this, we'll see what happens in these first few games, because Alliance has historically, anytime anyone has taken the North Pad, they've rushed them right away. And AG is one of the teams that a lot of teams were scared to fight at the beginning of games. So we'll see what happens in these first, 1-2 games, and we'll move from there. But AG is not a team that I would want to push, and without the Trident actually being a thing, it kind of changes rotations entirely. You don't have the ability to have the elongated fight and then get in and get around the map as fast. It might be one of those where you hope you kind of predict the zone, or maybe they start going the wall route instead. We'll see.
Yeah, and also it depends what the zone's going to be doing because it's been going right quite a lot, especially the past 4 days. We'll see if that's going to happen again today. Now, talking about how the lobby is going to be playing, we have seen the lobby start off slow, and then we kind of switched it up to the lobby playing super aggressive, right? What I want to know, Snipe, you as an ex-pro player, when you used to be in this kind of stage, what did you expect when going to a match point finals? The lobby to be super aggressive until somebody got to the match point?
Yeah, I mean, this is where you see some of the best teams shine. A lot of these teams actually, you know, this is like, we'll go back to Falcons. They always do better in better lobbies, so this is where I'm expecting them to step up.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, we're gonna have to just see what happens with these rosters right here. I think you want to start strong, but you're not gonna do what we saw in like in the survival round where teams are just coming out and they're trying to challenge everything. A lot of teams play more passive right away to start because they want to get to the end zone, they want to get the cumulative points because you need to get to that 50 to get to the match point. So it really does, you don't need to drop the 20-30 point games. Yeah, it's amazing to do that at the beginning, but consistency is key in these. And then once you get to that 50 point threshold is when you can start figuring out if you want to go for as many kills you want or if you're trying to get that win.
Yeah, I just want to touch on like the match point format as well. Like you get, I'm going to say, one chance. You hit the 50 match point threshold and you get one chance to be able to do it. If you leave that chance in the floor, you probably won't get it again.
Well, Lace, I know you got a chance to talk to a player earlier.
Yeah.
I don't remember which player was. Which player was it? I know it was some Sentinels.
I chatted to a few, but that might be fun FPS.
All right, well, you know what? Let's see what they ended up saying and how they were able to prepare for this final day.
I've got fun FPS here from the Sentinels. I've just grabbed him off the street. Now, Fun, you guys just won champs. It was an incredible feeling. Do you feel like the competition or EWC is any different or more difficult?
I would say that it's a little bit more brutal, like coming out of the group stages, like definitely getting top 14 is like...
Hi Diamond Dog, what's up bro?
Like, a lot of emotions going from every team. I think this lobby will be a lot of fun, honestly.
You know, we've kind of been saying like the format's a little bit different, right? You don't have a chance to get out of that sort of survival round. Oh, sorry, the you know, the bottom bracket. It was just survival, so it was cutthroat. But you guys are, of course, in the finals. Now, who do you think your competition is going to be today? Is there any teams that you're like, oh, okay, this might be a little bit more tough?
No one really, honestly. Like we pretty much rotate so fast that we don't really interact with a lot of the teams. So pretty much just gonna be playing against the zone most of the time, honestly.
But even Elite with their group stages?
Elite's definitely gonna be a challenger. Yeah, but I feel like everyone's gonna be, if not more difficult, or on the same playing field as everyone else in the lobby.
Yeah, well, you know, everyone wants to win. Okay, what's the game plan today? Is it to sort of follow suit or kind of, you know, just wrangle in Monsoon the whole time? What's the plan for the team?
Land, loot, rotate. the classic.
That's it. Land, loot, rotate, win. This is Fun FPS from the Sentinels. Best of luck to you today, Fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lace. I appreciate you doing that interview.
Walking and talking is hard, man.
It is. I mean, you even see him bump into somebody who's like, my bad, bro. But after that interview, did you get any chance to maybe get some extra stuff outside of the interview, extra good info?
I just got the vibes and the fist bumps from Monsoon. Like, this team is just energetic, and, you know, they bring that into each and every one of their games. In our group stages, Sentinels were consistently top 10 within their first game. Unfortunately, it sort of dropped off in the next group stages there, and then they honed it in again today because they dropped like that banging 23 kill game, which basically brought them up. But they're champions. They've been champions before. You know, I was chatting to Fun and I said, oh, is there anyone you're a little bit scared of? He's like, nah. I was like, Elite, maybe, but, you know, I feel like they've got that confidence and, you know, that energy that's just going to carry them through matches. It's so exciting for Sentinels.
I mean, Elite has been playing lights out. And exactly. Wow. And you know what? Let's actually go into our PS5 story of the day because it is Elite Esports, the first place team out of group stages. We were talking about consistency. They gave us that insight.
I mean, they've been the most consistent.
The upgrade will be clutch.
As well. The best team going into this final lobby as well. So far, and the final team very big. And that's which why 10 games. I believe that these guys can definitely.
Well, we got a chance to talk about earlier. The UK game is not gonna be here, so we will be. But there is a chance that there could be someone out there that becomes a 2-time champion. Hrishi, and it would be Alliance.
Max leveled it up, breaking his sway.
They won. I thought it was going to be the Falcons. Like I said, they actually choked on their opportunity to win the game. So it's really important. You hit match point for match. Anytime you see a victory, it's rotation. To be able to win it, that's exactly. Look, I'll get these guys to sort of touch a little bit more on, I guess, maybe why it's not so consistent for them. But watching these first couple of matches, it was so incredibly tough for them. You know, usually you hear the name Alliance and you think powerhouses, but it was looking really grim until the final two matches in their group stages. And, you know, we got a chance to chat to Aku, where he said it himself that, you know, he's not a replacement for Effect, and he never will be, but he's a new dynasty. So, you know, hopefully we get to see that today.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Alliance social media. They put him out there, taking extra homework, and boy, was he able to do it, especially for that last day, the performance that they had. Nobody, I think, expected them to be able to make it with how they started off in the first 2 days to the finals, because what? They're here right now. One team that did showcase that they could be in the match point finals from the get-go was none other than Team Liquid, and we had Zero. I mean, talking about choking earlier, he's not looking to choke anytime soon.
Yeah, no, this Liquid roster is finally hitting their stride at the exact time they need to. You know, I think there were a lot of questions about Zero and his IGLing when that Falcons roster first kind of blew up a little bit, and then he missed a land, and now they're here hitting their stride at the right moment. I love the dynamic of this roster. Sykes has taken a role of a support player, which he really hasn't had to do, and his ability to be a hybrid. You know, Sykes only 3 years ago. This guy is unbelievable. He didn't play any video games before. Unbelievable storyline. Panic comes out there, and I think you can trust him to slay. Enabled him to be that main slayer that he has, where he doesn't have to, you know, carry his rosters because he has so much talent around him. And I think he's kind of pulled him back from making his own plays and making a lot more team plays to elevate the rest of his roster. And he said, you know, when he believes that he has the confidence to be one of the best players in the game, and you don't hear him talk that highly about players unless he really means it. And so for us to watch this roster who's been so dominant, so consistent, they have 3 wins, they've dropped absolute massive games. It's going to be really fun to see how they do, and I think this is the moment where, you know, he can pull that EWC win out and really cement himself as, you know, we can bring that conversation back between him and Hell again, you know, and that could be another rivalry. We've talked about, you know, Liquid, Falcons, rivalries or matches that we've been watching throughout this event, and I'm really excited to see that, and you never know. You never know.
Yeah, new dynasty.
I mean, the absolute biggest thing that the people haven't even, you know, thought of, maybe if they didn't read all 3 of them have clutched games. That's like the biggest thing of the whole roster. If we're talking about Panics, clutch and winning that game, actually from the 3, they're coming out with 1 HP on the cannon and barometer, and then surviving and winning. But the biggest one I would like to say is holding in Lava Fisher, I believe it was. He was holding off the second team in the last cracking and doing the fight. The fact that strong, able to take over any fight is just scary. The lobby should really be aware that it's not just about
Better not leave this upgrade waiting.
They definitely are. It looks like all engines are go for that squad, especially when we got a chance to talk with Zero yesterday. If you missed that out, maybe switch the conversation to just when we talk about Wolves, yesterday with No Name just stepping up in a big way, kind of giving them that confidence boost. So to you, Lace, who do you think, which players end up stepping up? Is it going to be No Name?
He's just a power now. So we saw it in one of the clips that they were there. He was kind of like to go on the leash and have the Kraber in hand. And T-Wolves when I think it was on the World's Edge map. And he had the ability just to talk about the Team Liquid where they've got those in fact, just lock it down. And that's exactly what No Name does. It does take this wrong, but once they do it doesn't stop.
Ball is gonna start.
Upgrades collected done. Let's fix that.
Has started. Finals is finally here.
Giving him the chance.
us. Let's fix them. Top of the chimney.
What's up, bro? बढ़िया सब बढ़िया.
Nous
sommes les 60 meilleurs joueurs du monde, les 20
ELDS का watch party करेंगे थोड़ा देर.
sera couronnée championne.
Every tournament begins with
minute आया मैं
the
बस.
belief that you and your team will be left standing in a fountain of confetti, clutching onto the trophy that you have so desperately coveted for years. But belief will only get you to the starting line.
Aujourd'hui, tout recommence. Toutes les équipes sont à 0 points avec un objectif en tête. Réussir à arriver aux 50 points et être finaliste. Une fois cette étape franchie, un dernier objectif. Faire un top 1 pour réussir à remporter la victoire, soulever ce trophée et gagner le WC Paris.
And so, for the final time, my name is Barney Banks, and I am your host alongside the incredible Luti. And whether you are at home or right here in the Port de Versailles, in the heart of Paris, make some noise for your teams as they enter the Gadia City grids. Starting with Nags, Tyler, and Cinetic. They are For Fun Esports.
Drops the Kion there, GK Esports.
Lufka, Blasts, and Zane. They are gaming gladiators.
Vayne, Cole, and Kurev, they are Ninja in Pyjamas Easter!
Blixer, Fun, and Monsoon. They are Sentinels.
Sinap, Justna, and Hobley, they are Hunter Force 36!
Albralelli, Skittlecakes, and Sacred. They are Team Nemesis.
Zach, Lauder, and Carter, they are Team Vision!
Euris, Arufa, and Axis. They are Reject.
Yulaviman, Xuvie, and Peace, they are Unlimited!
Mike, Satuki, and Yuka F. They are Zeta Division.
Haku, Hakis, and Unlucky, they are Alliance!
Deeds, Jelly, and Duplex. They are Zeddy Esports.
Aguares, Nizul, and Yania, AGAL!
Sharky, Legacy, and Jesco. They are S8UL Esports.
Crazy Kong, Wolves Esports!
Pricey, Easy Flash, and Strafing Flame, they are RRQ!
Zero, Sykes, and Panic, they're Team Liquid!
Light, Kinda, and Henchman, they are Elite Esports!
Kills, Woolsey, and Imperial Hall, your reigning club champions, Team Falcon! Nous y sommes, les meilleurs joueurs du monde sont ici à Paris. Qui marquera l'histoire? Qui repartira avec les 2 millions de dollars? Qui remportera le WC?
We've got $2 million on the line and a legacy that will forever be forged into the ALGS history books at the Esports World Cup. So it is time to put up or shut up. It is time for the match point finals.
Make some noise!
Months of preparation, thousands of hours played, and every sacrifice made to get to this point.
The goal is always to win.
That's what we're here for, right?
The game so far has been incredibly rough.
It's hard.
I guess we can just call it warm-up. Hopefully the warm-up is done.
We are like super confident in our team. Clueless people should not do tier lists and put us on lower tiers because we've shown what we can do.
The difference between having a good game from a great game is just those small seconds.
Obviously, there's a rivalry between us and Liquid, so it's always nice to beat them. But it's just a little ego boost, pretty much. It's nothing deeper than that.
There's definitely like big names not doing as great as expected.
I just want to apologize to everyone that have watched us. The group stage performance was not great. I'm going to definitely promise that we're going to be showing up on finals way better.
I haven't missed a final since Poland, so which is almost 6 years ago. So I'm not too worried.
そうですね。まず決勝に上がってきた全チームが全力を出した上で僕たちが1位になれるように頑張ります。
We're super proud and we're looking forward to finals. Try our best and whatever happens, happens.
We got through the hard part, so now this is the easy part.
After 4 days of competition, we find ourselves finally on the final day of the ALGS Split 1 playoffs at the Esports World Cup 2026. And if you're here in the arena, if you're at home watching, you're about to be a part of one of the greatest spectacles in all of esports. It's Match Point Finals.
Everyone's going to be talking about it, and the big question is, how many matches will we go today? Could it be 7, 8? Could we go all the way to 13 or 14 like we saw last year, the Esports World Cup 2025? It always provides entertainment here, and we are globally represented in these match point finals as well. 9 from Americas, 4 from EMEA,
4 from APAC North and 3 from APAC South. Every region is represented.
Absolutely love the fact that we have so much representation, showing that the Apex Legends Global Series truly is global. Now, 40 teams, of course, descended here on Paris, and we are left with 20. We have had heartbreak, we have had huge moments, we have had clutches, and of course, we have had that disappointment yesterday of having to send some teams home. But today is all about glory. It's all about becoming a champion. And when you look across this lobby, you look across the teams that are here, there are so many stories that are desperate for a conclusion.
We have the reigning world champions of Sentinels on the stage. You have the history of the club champions in Team Falcons on the stage. You have the up-and-comers, Team Liquid, who look like they could be champions on the stage. All of these stories converging together to create what is going to be an incredible match point finals. But it could be a long old road to victory here. It is not as simple as doing it in just a few games. We could go the distance.
Now, just to remind everyone, or if you don't know at all how this is going to work, a little bit of a change of format for our finals. Match point finals has its own special flavor. You've got to hit 50 points, get that on the board, and then you will become match point eligible. After you win a game, having become match point eligible, you will become champion.
And as I said earlier, we went all the way to 13 games last year. Are we going to find a similar distance, or could we even go further? I'm kind of having my fingers crossed that we will, because the more Apex we see, the better. Now, there are so many fans in the audience here, fans of every single team, and that's what's amazing. Every team on the walkout had someone cheering for them.
It's an amazing, amazing place to be, and if you are here, get behind the boys, because these teams have been fighting it out for 4 days to make it to this stage, to have a chance at lifting that trophy when we are all said and done at the end of today. Honestly, we've got goosebumps here in the caster booth, everyone in the green room, everyone backstage. I'm sure everybody who's sat in the seats watching right now is feeling the same, because we're heading over to Storm Point to kick this thing off. Paris Match Point Finals is live.
Let's go, baby. Match point
As
finals.
we check in with the winners from the group stage, the #1 seed here, Elite Esports. Can they carry on their same trajectory from where they started and continue things into the finals here? Because Elite, we've seen this before on set, an EMEA team dominating throughout group stages, but then they fall flat when they get to the finals in the big moments.
It's a story as old as time. The one team to upset that apple cart, a team who's won the Esports World Cup before. Take yourself back a couple of years. Alliance in our match point finals have got it done at the Esports World Cup. What an opportunity that would be to call yourself a 2-time champion.
2 times champion that no one else has yet to be able to call themselves at the Esports World Cup. And now we've had some interesting zones when it does come to the ALGS so far this tournament. And starting here on Storm Point, are we going to see some similar ones? That's going to be the real question.
Crazy.
It looks like we're going to be heading up north when it comes to where we're going to be finishing with this final circle. And the wall has been one of the best POIs that we have seen so far in terms of statistics, and Unlimit are going to be dropping up there.
Yeah, interesting. I was keeping my eyes on Alliance and AG Global. We saw that tweet before the action got underway today, saying that Alliance were going to be aggressive on AG Global, but probably not going to have the opportunity here, because the prio to this zone is going to be the most important. There is that zone. Wolves Esports are moving up to the top of the zipline building, and the fact that all of the wall isn't quite in there, this might be an interesting one. Will Wolves try and move into wall? Unlimit the team dropping over there. They had her in console, and they're playing right at the back building.
We may still see a fight between AG Global and Alliance as they are flying in. There's the first knock.
And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a trade. Unlucky is down, but Unlucky is brought back to his feet. Can the same be said for Yanya, though? 2 players from AG Global, you saw them escaping. And maybe we are going to see this scuffle continue every single time that we hit the northern side of Storm Point.
Well, AG Global will back away from Alliance.
MnK,
after that knock, it's not worth taking the fight. And Alliance win game 1 already. In terms of engagements, they also get priority to zone. They can hold them out. And what a day it could be for Alliance. As for AG Global now, they've already had their first test, and they rue the day that they picked Northpad. That's going to be the question from my end. I was wondering, why did Alliance take that fight? Why did they pick it? But it makes sense. All of their rotations, all of their macro is used to playing from this POI. It's AG Global who perhaps have stepped into enemy territory.
Well, I get the feeling that that story's not going to end in this game. We've just seen the Reds coming in, and AG Global will be back to full strength with Yanya rejoining the troops. RR Cube playing the bottom of the zipline building. They're going to have a little bit of a rotate a little bit later on, but with so many teams ahead of them, I don't mind them playing this area and looking to hold a few teams out. Another team that's close to them is going to be Forefront Esports. And they've got some barrels down, expecting a push to come in.
And both these teams qualifying through the survival stage as well. Two teams who were very close to just making it through match point finals naturally, but they had to fight tooth and nail yesterday. And boy, did they both look good. Trust me, they are going to make this a difficult lobby for those who did progress previously, and they have that extra experience under their belts from those extra 10 matches that we had yesterday.
Well, Unlimit are the ones who are blessed
Crypto ult ho gaya bhai inke upar.
Dropping over at wall, come straight to them. They have the pick of where they wanted to play. Now, Crypto Seer and Alta is going to be the composition that they've chosen for this game number one. Usually one which kind of works into Unlimit's game plan, which is to be a little bit more aggressive, to take a few more team fights, but having Cryo in this zone, they're not going to have the best defensive legends outside of the Crypto EMP to stop those pushes coming in.
Now Nemesis, for me, quiet underdogs in this tournament. They've been going about their business, but you look at the composition, you look at how this team is built, the experience and the history of Albreleli against the sheer gunpowder of Skittle Cakes and Sacred. Definitely potential winners for me if they find form, but it is an if.
So AG Global, we saw them lose Yanya a little bit earlier, but they've got that reset
attachment
now.
uthaya hi nahi. Acha uthha liya
Having to reset early on usually just slows down the rotate. We do see Team Nemesis, who was the team kind of poking from the green and white buildings outside of North Pad. It looks like the call is to try and maybe get up to purple here. A couple of Evo Harvesters being pinged as we take our attention now over to Cascade Falls. EK Esports and S8UL a little bit too close for comfort.
Now for GK and for Dropped in particular, it's been a history of always the bridesmaid, never the bride. A lot of second places. Can this be the team that finds him a first place finally at LAN? Even though it's a long old road, as we check back in with what's happening up towards wall, and this is Alliance trying to make a push in.
This is a really big fight. Someone's trying to force this. Hack is down. Alliance are out.
Fail this by Alliance ko.
Combination of Wolves and a third party from Gaming Gladiators.
Zain wala team.
Alliance will be the first team to fall in match one of our
Gaming Gladiators.
match point finals.
And when you talk about teams that are built for winning, Gaming Gladiators, they have a little bit of everything as well. Could they be EMEA's hopes for taking another trophy here on ALGS LAN? And for Wolves, what a day it was for them yesterday. And you remember the incredible second place finish we saw with the Kraber and the carry from No Name. Only losing in the end to a lamppost, but they've been able to get here to the match point finals. And at the moment, they are taking a little bit of a peep over towards GG, but I think both of these teams now, after eliminating Alliance, they can be comfortable in sitting in their buildings.
Throughout the years, I've lost many a fight to a lamppost, I will say, when I'm not paying attention. So I'm with you, No Name. But that was, I tweeted about it yesterday, it would have been one of this
watch nice wicket a bit.
Single-handed carry from a player to get Wolves into that position and pop up for a win. That we would have...
Mande ka kya haal hai?
Where that zone is going, we are pulling hard in towards the wall. That's a good zone read from
Zeta now getting shots down here too, inside command. Their bottom line zip line. This is not a great spot for Zeta to be in, but they are triple purple. Pretty hard to fight. They might actually go up the zip line later in the game and fight E36 on the height of command for an evac tower in, or they can just breach on through from the northwest side of command and get a little bit deeper in the wall as well. 19 squads of 57 in the mix, though, brother. Again, Alliance is the first and only team now dead. Falcons now moving on up. They make the rotation finally at a Cedo station. They are very late themselves. They're fighting at 3v3. They hit that recon scan. They have the knowledge. Well, now Falcons take their first fights of match point finals. They're looking for one. AG also getting kills in the kill feed off to Elite. Elite is now going to be knocked. Henchman now dead. Can they bounce on back to the altar TP is the question. They're out of range. They can't get there yet. They got to move on in. It might even be a timer. I can't really tell. And that's going to be AGG. They're sending it. Elite 2-man down. Don't tell me. EMEA are going to be the first 2 squads dead in game number 1. It's looking like it, baby. I think it is, bro. No way. AGG takes down Elite Esports. And now it's just EMEA dying. Elite now dead 19th place. Alliance dead 20th. And this should be a third party, maybe from the boys over at Nemesis. I don't know if they're going to full commit because that was very, very clean from AGG. Nemesis right now is looking to play aggressive, but AGG is full purples. They have Axel as well for the swing and causing for the holds. And now Nemesis might get pushed back. Nemesis is triple blues versus these triple perps. AGG is not going to be afraid to fight this, as Nemesis might have to move on back, bro, and actually just leave. And they will. I think AGG now have recognized that Nemesis is scared. They committed only halfway through. They recognize that this is a sign of weakness. And now Nemesis is trying to hold strong. And don't forget, bro, one thing about AGG, they are not scared to do anything. And it might be their downfall sometimes, maybe even in this fight. But they are just also sometimes benefiting from that fearlessness that Yanya leads with on AGG. This is great off angles, though, from the boys at Nemesis. They have great angles. Skittles cannot get knocked here. Sacred now moving on up, playing the rock side. Needs to hit that overflow. Force pops the cell. And now this 3v3 is completely stalled out. And I think AGG is leaving. They are. They take an Axel Q back. And AGG is going to dip on out, bro, and not take that 3v3. That's a good call, man. That's going to be E36 and Zeta now. And again, they breach on top side, man, of that fucking command center. And they're now getting active on the scene, baby. E36 move on in. I believe it is a 2v2. Trades did come out. Not looking good. RC now fighting it too. And E36 are going to be dead to Zeta Division. Zeta is now gone. Force, I believe we are missing a Zeta POV, by the way. Love you. That is going to be E36 now dead. Sentinel's now dying here as well.
It's behind the fucking...
Zeta, great job in that one, man. I don't know why Zeta's not here. What the fuck? Why is it not popping up?
Back a little bit.
Why is Zeta not popping up for this? So weird.
He's running.
Might be their POV saying Zeddy. It is. What the fuck? I'm getting baited. All good, though. No worries. Team looking out, moving up front side here. Command. E36 dead. But again, man, for this situation for Zeddy Esports or Zeta Esports, they're going to be a 2-man inside command. They're getting ran out right now here, too, by Liquid. Now, you're good for us. Don't worry. I love it, man. And now Zeta getting ran at. EMP now inside there. Liquid is recognizing there might be a fight breaking out as Zeta's now going to go back topside command and try to avoid this conflict at all costs. Zeta needs that banner grab. They can go back up here on command and make this work. Again, they have that crypto. Reg should not be too crazy. And they do have a Moby as well to put this down and get Yuka back in the mix ASAP Rocky. Reject now getting shots down here too on the Sentinels. And this might be a full-blown fight. Sentinels, I believe, is only 1 man up right now. As one player, I think Blinkster got full killed for Sen, which is not comfortable for Sentinels by any means necessary, especially in their spot. And now it's just Monsoon sitting pretty inside that crypto drone, trying not to get full killed here. And we keep Sentinels alive a little bit longer in this game number 1, man. Fuck me, bro. Some really good squads and some fan favorites dying early right now in this game. Liquid is now moving up inside command. Falcons also now over near the waterfall side. Liquid now going to move through. They might meet up here, bro. Liquid and Falcons have a chance to actually clash. Front side command on the northwest side. As Falcons will move through maybe that spider choke to get a little bit deeper in the wall. And Team Liquid's now going to go through command center. And that's going to be Sentinels now dead. Monsoon the solo gone. And the ex-champions looking for the back-to-back right now are dead early at 17th place. Another great squad. And a highly anticipated team going into this one dead. As Zeta is now sticking res on the Yuka F. Don't know what just happened with the crypto bug. Soul and Liquid now beefing. Liquid now dying. Soul's going to get the KP. And Liquid's going to be dead. 16th place. It's the boys at Soul getting the KP. Do they get third party? Is the question. They do. Sharky and Legacy trying to stay up as Jetsco's going to get knocked. And Liquid just dies in command center. They get ran at from behind by Soul. They hold strong. Falcons now third-partying this. And it's a 2v3. Falcons need to wipe this clean. They also got to watch out. Don't forget, Zeta is in the other side of command center. Maybe trying to breach on through.
There's 3 teams inside. Yeah, 2 people inside, by the way. Go now. You guys stay there and I'm going to put a TP out, I think.
I love this, dude. Hell yeah. Hal's going to tell his teammates to actually stick inside. That might be Zeta. It is. Zeta now moves on in. Soul now dying. Zeta looking for the KP. Good shots by Yuka off the longbow, and Soul, the 3-man, now gone. But they have not yet completed their journey. They have to move on in and take the next fight on the Falcons. Mike is going to be hurt. Falcons are now rotating in. They're going to watch out behind them. I don't think Falcons recognize. How put the TP down? They now know Falcons in a pretty awkward spot. If Zeta wants to take this fight, they get fuseled. Waltzing now 1 HP. Waltzing now dead. And this is code red for Falcons. We are watching some big dogs and some big birds get their wings clipped. And Falcons now dead early, 14th place. What is going on in game number 1? It's a bloodbath across multiple regions as NIP and GK now beating America on America as the zone shifts on out towards Godhouse. Whoever wins this fight might be the best spot in the game. NIP now dying. It's 4Fun Esports moving on in. 4Fun now topside build. Vayne, NIP on that second floor, trying to stabilize. Cole now on his knees. Zeta now dying in the kill feed. This might be the biggest fight so far in this game. As Nemesis now dying to Zeta. Zeta getting shots down. Abralelli. Skittles. Zeta right now has 8 KP. 8 KP for Zeta Division. They are looking fantastic on their walk-ins. And that's Nemesis now 1 HP for their last solo player of Sacred who's frying the shit out of Mike. Mike now maybe going to get full kill. They're trying to get the KP. Satuka needs to go big. And Nemesis dead again. This is 11 KP for Zeta. Even an early death here is not the end of the world. They are doing their job on all of their 3v3s. Yuka's now the last one standing. This is still a 12-point game. Can he stay alive a little bit longer? Does have that Kraber. Looks for the shot, doesn't get it. Yuka trying to stay up. Yuka gonna be dead. And that is Zeta Division now gone here in this game. Team VSN now rotating in from the top side. E36 gonna be gone. RRQ moves on in as they get a knock on near Reese. Reject now 1 man down. It's a great game from Zeta regardless. They don't get much off that placement. That's a great job.
KP for Zeta? That's how they're moving?
I love it, baby. And now RRQ looking to get shots down in the Zeta spot, where Zeta just died. There is obviously another team there, man. That's how they died in that first place, getting 15 partied in that position. As RRQ now need to make the rotation. Again, we look at this map real quick, real fast. The boys at Zeddy coming through choke side on the top right of the map, moving through the tunnel. But we are just going to Godhouse, man, where NIP, 4Fun, Zeddy Esports can move on in. Wolves going to be good. VSN's going to be good. Great spots as Unlimited's got to make a power play to get on a little bit safer inside this zone as RRQ now dying.
Just run across, you're safe. Run across, you're safe. We have the hard style left, guys. Please.
Force, which one is Zeddy Esports POV? Do you remember?
Right side is important. In front of us,
RRQ now looking to gatekeep on this 158 for easy flash. Any influence right here is fantastic, and they are screaming. The comms are coming through. This is massive right now for the boys at RRQ if they can make this work, baby.
Guys, I think we want to start fighting wall. Kill the solo behind us, man.
4Fun still in that bond. Unlimited now dead. RRQ makes their way on in. Nice job by the boys at RRQ. They are doing their thing. More KP. GG now dying. VSN still chilling. 4Fun on the top side. Unlimited now going to be dead. RRQ was looking for more inside a wall. 4Fun never on the screen. They have 2 KPers sitting inside zone. There's nothing to watch.
I have no nades, Mark. Come over.
Wait, I coming.
Post on safe, Mark.
Good shots, bro. Strafing Flame. GG is just getting man down, ran down. RRQ is killing everything. GG gonna be eliminated. RRQ now 7 KP in a top 6 situation, and you hear the comms with me. Swing with me. I love this. The adrenaline's there. The priority's there. No name now dying. Wolves trying to stay alive. Oh my god. 1v1 massive. Holy shit. Maybe the biggest 1v1 right now for Strafing Flame in this tournament. I think that's it. Wolves gonna be eliminated. The John Wick comes out with the blicky. Zeddy now dying.
Level 1 account here.
And they're now trying to get topside on that roof. That is a gigantic win for Flame. The rotation now from that wall side will be much cleaner and much easier than we can imagine. That is absolutely huge.
Strafing Flame.
4Fun still showing inside the build. VSN now getting shots down left, I believe, on a Zeddy Esports. And again, they are knowing this. They know behind them right now is going to be RRQ in this bottom side of wall when they move on in. We now have 4Fun, NIP, the boys at VSN. RRQ now trying to get that zip line over. They take that evac over that wall, and now VSN is staring down below. Zeddy is just stuck in a very awkward spot. This is not good right now for Zeddy.
Get ready to below ground, Carter. Yep. 3, 2, 1 guy right here. You can kill this
guy. Here we go. VSN chopping off. This is a gigantic 3v3 because the walk-in on this side of the zone is very easy and very clear. And they are swinging shit with their dick out. Carter with a knock. Easy flash, kid dead. It's a 3v2. Take it slow, get your KP, then walk on in. And I love that they're taking their time. Heal. Nice job by Zach Mazer. Great knock on a strafing flame. And never mind, he does not need help. Zach's calling for it, but he doesn't need it. RRQ gonna be eliminado, man. We now go to 4 squads in this endgame. VSN swinging again, trying to get shots. NIP now dying. They are looking fantastic right here in this endgame location with the zone now pointing toward their side. 4 Fun still chilling. VSN now get that knock on the Cole. I believe NIP will just be a solo of Karev trying to stay alive in a top 4 situation as a solo rat. GG is now dead as well, bro. We got amazing angles right now. Amazing comms from the boys at VSN. 4 Fun in a power position as well, man. This is gigantic. Good shots again. Karev pops the phase bubble, trying to stay alive. The Karev rat will probably get exterminated at this point, but man, VSN. What a good job clearing their side. NIP 2-man down, and again, Karev is somehow still alive, not getting looked at all. My Zeddy POV is not working, sadly. I think it might be fixed now. It is not. I think it's Zeta. Overall, I don't know what's going on, bro. The Zeddy POV is just not working. Unfortunately. NIP now going to be eliminated. Zeddy is still up here, too. In a great spot up top.
Okay.
No zero for endgame.
No big team.
Walter now via center of the off angle here. 4 Fun inside house as well.
I don't think so. They have to drop
Fixed? I don't think so. It says Zeta.
No, heavy MP. I think you do.
I just can't find the Zeta POV, sadly. I don't know what's going on. Wait, they're getting ran at. 4 Fun getting sent on. Is that Zeddy Esports on top? It is. Duplex now dying. Trades come out. It doesn't even matter for the POV. The boys at Zeddy are about to fall. This is not good. And Zeddy's gonna win it, but VSN comes in, and VSN are your game 1
Solo jeet gaya, I think.
Zeddy gets second, VSN wins it out, and that's the boys over at fucking VSN taking the game 1 W. Hey, I want to point out, bro, I don't know if I agree fully with that Zeddy call, but that drop down just got them an extra 6 points in that end game location.
Solo jeet
Right
gaya,
there,
kyun swing ho
Zeddy
gaya bhai
drops
khatara.
and 3 extra points moving in from 3rd to 2nd. It's a 6-point differential for what it could have ended for Zeddy. But that also just gifted VSN with a very easy W. Coming in from the offside of zone.
Solo jeet gaya.
Was clear their wall. RQ made it easy. And now overall points going to look like this, baby. We're locked on in with a beautiful game 1. That was electricity, by the way. Thank you, Forrest. Love you, buddy. You're chilling, man. Overall, that was a beautiful game 1, man. VSN in first place with 19 points. Zeddy Esports going to be in second with 14 points. It's going to be RRQ in third with 14. Zeta get 13 with 11 KP, by the way. 11 KP for Zeta Division in that game. That is insanity. 4 Fun going to get 10 points, so 5 teams scored double digits. 19, 14, 14, 13, and 10. Then it goes NIP. It goes Reject. It goes Gaming Gladiators, Wolves. And then it goes AGG inside that top 10. Again, all that matters is hitting 50 points, then taking the W. As of right now, no one's halfway there, but VSN now is only 31 points away from getting that fucking win, or hitting that point threshold, I should say. Now, Crypto, he's going to be the game 1 ban. As always, overall player stats, kill leader is going to be Mike, who's been leading a lot of the charge here, man, for Zeta Division. He has 6 kills with 600 damage. Looking like every solo queue Octane on your team, bro, in ranked. Holy shit. And that's going to be a damage leader or strafing flame at 1.5k. So really nothing too crazy out of any of these guys that are dropping nukes. But I will say 6 kills for 6k or 600 damage for 6 kills is a great statistic for that boy Mike, man, to be a top kill leader right now. Again, game 1 ban, he's going to be Crypto. And now we're going to move on over and switch things up. Now, the map rotations come quick, so don't get fucking left behind and keep on up. It's going to be a World's Edge map number 2. So we go from Storm Point, immediately switching on up, getting out of Storm Point, and going right into World's Edge for game number 2. Now, for game number 2, a lot of these guys did not prioritize their World's Edge picks, which is totally valid. Again, World's Edge is only played once, never back-to-back. It's played 1 time every single time per set. It's not even guaranteed we get 3 World's Edge matches because it's the 2nd, it's the 7th, and it's the 10th match overall in the match point finals. But we go on through here, man, and get the nice wig weather report for World's Edge. for the next POIs coming up, bro. It is about to be a doozy. Again, there might be some teams that prioritize their World's Edge gameplay because Game 10 is a usual standard number for the games to maybe potentially end on. So some guys might actually prioritize it, or they're just comfortable on World's Edge in general, and they go from there. Now, it's going to be a Zeddy Esports. 1 second. My map is fucked, bro. Hello? There we go. That should be better. Now, we're going to move on in. Zeddy Esports going to go over to the Climatizer side. We're going to have Wolves over at Epicenter, Unlimited over at Survey Camp. We got the boys. Look at that, man. We have Elite Esports. The #1 pick in the draft consistently has been non-stop Skyhook West. And the boys over at Elite with the #1 pick out of groups chooses that Skyhook West. Reject's going to go Countdown. Falcon's going to go over to Lava Fisher. We have Sentinels over at Landslide, which you might think, damn, that POI sucks. Not for Sentinels. They love that shit. They absolutely love this POI. The Zeta Division with the #6 pick, going to choose Monument. Then we tune on over here, bro. It's going to be E36 over at Overlook, For Fun over at Fragment. NIP is going to be at Geyser. Then behind my legs, it's Gaming Gliders, Big Mod, Soul at Stacks, Team Liquid at Lava Siphon, Alliance over at Tree, Nemesis at Thermal Station, RRQ at Staging, AGG at Harvester, and GK over at Mirage. And the one we're missing is the bottom of the map, and I believe that is going to be the boys over at VSN at launch site. So again, a lot of high numbers on the World's Edge picks, which totally makes sense. Again, you're only playing World's Edge, the 2nd map, the 7th map, and then the 10th map. So the chance that you only play World's Edge maybe even only twice in this entire match point finals. So prioritizing it for your picks might be a risky decision. If it works out for you like Elite, maybe it does in the first pick of the draft, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, you're low-key taking a gamble. That could be a big-time L. We'll lock on in. Game #2 here in just a little bit. I appreciate y'all hanging out. What a good game one to start off on, and we'll go from there. I love you guys so much,
everybody, to the ALGS Split 1 playoffs at Esports World Cup 2026.
What a fucking vibe, huh?
Match 1.
Good game so far, dude.
And it's Team Vision who take
fucking good game so far, man.
Pricey, big pricey.
Fuck yeah.
I have to say, personally.
Match point number is 50. Match point number is 50.
Players here at APAC South, and we love to
50,
hear from
50,
him.
50.
And I love his music choices as well, Dan. He's a big.
Why's finals on Saturday, not Sunday? No idea. That's just EWC special, I guess. Not too sure what's on that one.
Excellent
Don't have much comms.
of skins.
This is finals, yes.
Some of the highlights, and match 1 is done. And how many more
now,
are we
also,
have here in match
let's
point
go over
finals?
this real quick, too. We highlighted the squads that we thought played really good. Let's go over the squads that did not do too great off the rip, man. Elite Esports, 0 points, coming off of fucking first place in groups. Now, 0 points to start match point finals off. Now, E36 is going to be at 0. Sentinels get 0. Liquid gets 0. Alliance and Falcons get 1. I can't lie, bro. That bottom 6 is pretty fucking wicked. Falcons, Alliance. I mean, fuck it, bro. I mean, bottom 7 is pretty fucking wicked. Bottom 8 is wicked. Nemesis, GK, Falcons, Alliance, Liquid, Sen, E36, and Elite. Americas is not off to a good start inside this bottom 10 of the leaderboard. We'll see if that obviously shakes up. I think a lot of those guys just kind of, one, misplayed or just got unlucky on zone rotations. I will say we haven't seen a zone like that goes towards the house in a good amount of time. It's usually just a straight wall pull. So I think a lot of people got baited pretty hard overall when it came down to what that zone was going to look like. Now, I'm expecting bounce back games for at least some of these squads, especially going into, World's Edge, where I think a lot of these IGLs will thrive in. But again, the POI draft picks might play more of a factor than just the actual IGLing standards from these guys over in these bottom 10 squads. Who knows what will happen? Let's lock on in. Game #2 in just a little bit. I appreciate y'all as always.
When crypto is gone, really does get on display.
Yeah, I think it should be fixed now. I'm going to refresh everything too real quick. Thank you, Force. Love you, buddy. To refresh all this.
We snake draft the maps.
To refresh everything just in case.
Moving into the next one instead, we start on Storm Point.
What a good start for Zeddy too, man. A great play from Zeddy to drop on down and make that call, to actually take that 3v3 to get second place instead of third. I think they gave that W up a little bit too quick, so I honestly think they could have actually won, but it is what it is.
Until match 8.
You're a good Force. I love you, buddy. You're the GOAT. So much, man. Thanks for everything you do. Literally no problem. Soul gonna come through? I hope, bro. I won't be mad at Soul taking any W's today. You won't see me upset by any means necessary. No, Carnivix, thanks to the Prime. With the Nation Nice, we love you, man. Big kisses. Gotta get the match point sub. Appreciate you, King. I got a beer wig. Low-key, I wish I had one. I can't cap. I wish I got a beer right now.
That they won. 11 KP took them to 13.
Bang. Fuck that green screen. Yo, Elite Esports, thanks for the sub. You're the go, man. I appreciate you, King. Thank you. When's a long break between games? There's not always a long break in between games. Every 3 games, probably for a decent amount of breaks. I think every 3 games will probably be the break period for these guys, which they deserve. They need it, honestly. But yeah, every 3 games should be the standard break time of like maybe 10-15 minutes for a pee-pee-poo-poo water break. Get them locked on in. Every game should be faster, but again, they know it's match point finals, and I think they know it could end pretty quick just in case it does. They want to kind of maximize their airtime here over on the main broadcast, so I could say we're going to get some hefty delays in between every single game if I had to take a guess. That's my opinion.
Become champions again because they have a little bit of a knack of doing so.
For sure.
We'll give a huge amount of credit though to Ninjas in Pajamas. Such a
They're probably going to maximize that time, slow out these games, every single one, make it a little more, you know, dramatic and shit like that. Yo, Chad, sorry, thanks for 37 months. I appreciate it, kid. Much love, buddy. I cannot wait for this game too, bro. They need to lock in this lobby immediately. Like, literally ASAP, Rocky. First EWC had no long break in between games. Well, first EWC was not an ALGS broadcast. Don't forget.
The majority of their points, in fact, the most points we've seen in this tournament has come from Ninjas.
First EWC was just EWC. And no Apex attachment at all.
In a little bit of an equation for you, Liquid have only got 4 points less than NIP on
No Zeddy POV. We got the Zeddy POV now. Chat, relax, man. I'm a one-man army operating 20 different POVs through tabs on a fucking VOD review website. The main broadcast has observers, bro. They're literally in the lobby. Here we go. Game number 2. Going to World's Edge, bro. Where are we going here for this map? What is the end game looking like already? We'll see right here. And we're going to have... Let's see. Fuck, bro. I really can't tell off this one. Shit, I literally actually can't tell. Maybe land, maybe Countdown and Landslide again, dude. Honestly. Holy fuck, never mind. We're going straight to Harvester, bro. Weird rotation on that map. We are going straight down to Harvester. Please press that equal sign again, man. For the love of God, don't do this to me today. You gave me such good zone recon every single time, map POV. It is going to be this zone. At least I remember where it is. Thank you. Love you. They listened to me. Fantastic. It is going to be over to the Harvester side. Harvester endgame for sure. Honestly, there's a couple over Harvester endgames that we can really look out for. One is the cliff side outside the hentai tentacle. Another one is the bottom side one that ends inside the ravine with that top rock right there, and also the fence line coming out of Lava Siphon. And then there's also that one that ends between all those where Blinkster and Sentinels took a W in the match point finals during last land. So there's a couple of Harvester zones that we can alternate through. I do think that cliffside one, bro, on top of the tentacle might be the actual good call. Unlucky and Alliance, immediate rotations. Now a different vibe for Unlucky and Alliance moving on in for this one. Again, a very early exit for the boys at 20th place. This is not looking too good right now for Alliance on their walk-in as well, because there's multiple squads already inside Harvester. How much depth can they really take inside this POI is the question. They got the Jazz hands out. I'm lucky with the Sear scans. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of playing on this side, because the zone that pulls to this side is still not even really good to play here in the first place. So Alliance defaulting this area inside Harvester is not my favorite. There is one zone that ends out to the right that I might have forgot to mention, but I really don't know if that's a great spot. I don't know if they really have much of a choice, though, because many teams are inside Harvester already. And yeah, they got no choice. And geez, dude, look at the zone rotations, bro. Everyone is tough. Everyone is literally tough until land happens. And we have now, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams inside Harvester, bro. Do you see how fast squads rotate during these match point finals? Do you see how fast squads get to that zone as Alliance now getting sent on? And now it's not about rotations. It is all about holding down your position, bunkering down, not getting sent on, and locking on in to make sure you stabilize and hold yourself for a god spot. That is one of the main things to do here. So Alliance doing their job right now, maintaining their space and making sure they're not getting too pressured and forced to do an awkward spot. For Fun on the other side of Harvester, going to walk on in towards the Monument side, which I don't mind at all. For Fun in a pretty good position. GK now playing topside cliff, where I think it actually could end here for the end game. Now, here's the question for GK. Can you hold this area for a lengthy amount of time before getting sent on? You are in open space. You have the crack shack alongside the other side. GK now looking for shots in inside landslide tunnel. Not going to happen. The boys at Falcons now leaving through staging, and I want to see where they rotate to, because they are actually late on their rotation, which is crazy because it's round 1 closing in 2 minutes, 56 seconds. How are you late? You're not, but you're late by the standards of what people want to rotate to during match point finals.
There's someone top
fucking insanity, bro.
I think
literally insanity.
These guys are like planning on these guys are set up here.
So Falcons out chilling topside Dorito. They're going to play outside of staging. Zeta and company also get in the tentacle underneath. I actually love where Zeta's at. Again, they're playing that low ground out of where the boys at GK are at. I think that zone could shift up towards that top side of cliff. And I think Zeta will have a very easy rotation out of this spot later down the game if it does go that way. Now GK does stop overextending. They stop maintaining majority of their space. They're just defaulting to Shack instead of playing on the other side of Cliff. Will they bounce back and forth is the real question. They won't. They actually got sent on. It's another team now taking that spot, and it's Reject across. So Reject now takes the other side of the power position. Falcons now stuck on their rotate. They have the negative rotate, bro, back to Mirage Voyage. They have nowhere to go inside this Harvester endgame. This could be devastating for Falcons on how slow they've been so far. But it's not even their fault. It's just how quick everybody else is.
Hit third there, hopefully.
20 squads of 60 as we move on in. Round one closing in a minute 45.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of these guys will get stuck outside the zone. I'm not just calling out Falcons. This is going to be a majority of squads that probably can't get into the endgame location. Soul now very late on their rotate. A squad that's very quick to get to the endgames now late on theirs. And they're now recognizing that as well. Probably going to farm some Evo caches and hopefully be purple armor by the time they get there. That's going to be NIP now playing inside the Lava Ravine, which is a questionable choice, but it's a spot that you can at least play for a good amount of time. Just depends what the end game looks like for you and how many squads are going to focus fire you inside that ravine. For fun, breaching out. Another team now going in the middle of Harvester. Now, Harvester is going to be a shit show. It is going to be stacked up big time. And again, it just depends on where the zone is going to pull once we get the round one closed. We'll get a better reality as to which squads in Harvester are actually playing in power positions. 20 squads of 60 in the mix, by the way. That's Alliance crafting. Ballsy craft, I fuck with that low key. Can't lie, you would not see me getting on a fucking goddamn crafter right now in the middle of this goddamn POI with how many teams are posted up here. Elite's also now across on the other top side of where Alliance is at. So they're matching the height of Alliance, getting shots down right there. It's actually AGG, my bad, not Elite, my apologies. Elite's actually coming through staging now. Or not even staging, countdown. These guys are late on the rotate from Skyhook West Trials. Now, for Elite, again, you will have the loot. You're coming in from Sky West Trials, but what can you really do with the loot if you can't find fights? You need to make it to the endgame location. You got to be there and find 3v3s. There's a couple teams on the outskirts of zone, but like how much are you going to have the ability to pressure in these outside spots for 3v3s if there's no other teams to find? Like literally. How do you find the 3v3s? You look over here on the map, bro. Elite's moving on in. There's no one they can really fight other than Falcons, their Mirage, or Unlimited, who might beef with Zeddy and rotate this way. Elite's going to have to fight their way on through Landslide Tunnel or through staging. So the loot might help out to maybe get to the end game, but it's just not going to be easy. Jazz handings for Ghost. It's just in case. Soul now getting knocked to the kill feed. That will be Team Liquid Zero getting a knock. I don't know if it's going to be a full fucking kill or a full-blown fight. I think it's just kills from across the way. Zero is extended out. Oh my God. Yo, Zero is a psychopath. Hello? Zero pressuring all the way over in Lava Siphon while his team is below Alliance inside a Harvester. I can't lie, I love that, dude. He literally just went out there just to get the knock on the soul, then bounce on back and then alter TP. That's low-key just insane aggression, but I like that, man. Zero getting recon as to what's around him and also trying to be proactive in the points department. Again, we've seen so many times in these match point finals where a team is at 49 points, then wins that game and doesn't win the LAN. Every point in match point finals counts. It could be the difference between you winning LAN and you not. So every kill you could get, every time you can be proactive for KP, you need to be, especially in a lobby like this, where we have 20 squads of 60 still in the mix, man. Not a single player full killed. Everyone is full. We'll check that map now, too. Round one now closed. We go to round two, and there we go. I mean, that zone is going to shift on over to that left side of Harvester. I don't know if it's going to pull back to the reject cliff, but it could be that cliff right up here as well with GK from rotation from Shaq. Nemesis, honestly, bro, if he does pull to this zone that we circled prior right now, Nemesis will have a beautiful rotation, and all they have to deal with is maybe team vision coming in from behind, and they might be one single 3v3 away from a top 5 in this game. And it's not too early to say that. That is just the standard rotations for Apex Legends and how these zones pull. And now they witness this. They see that VSN is now coming in from that side of Thermal, and they're trying to make sure they can pressure this properly. Again, this 3v3 will be massive for the end game if the zone does shift over to where we just said it will be. That is VSN extending out. Lauder's now so fucking far. Trying to find some loot or find anything, I guess, for his squad. They're now coming off a W, 19 points. Another good game here for VSN will set them very close to match point eligibility. Again, all you need is 50 points then to win the game, and you are winning. EWC for Split 1 playoffs. How many games left? We do not know.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
You're good though. You're
totally literally as many games as they want.
Yeah, but that's the play that we're looking for here.
If no one can clutch up, we might go 14. If someone clutches up, we might go 6. No squads really now fighting. For Fun is getting ran out right now by a squad inside the tentacles. This might be Unlimit now beefing in from the Monument side. It has to be. Unlimit is now here to fight. For Fun getting shots down. Great spray out of Tyler. And For Fun, man, they were not a slouch in the EMEA Pro League ever since Synetic got on roller, and they've not been a slouch this time around, but we do have Yalori Man on that Mad Maggie. Will he be the difference maker? This is a very, very big-time fight right now for Unlimit to make this quick, because they can get third party from the back if Zeddy's still across the way over at Monument. Yalori Man is still over here. I don't know why Yalori Man's not the one up front, bro. With Subi getting those scans out, they need to get active. Yalori Man needs to get there. This is not going to be comfortable for the rest of the game if they can't clear For Fun. And For Fun needs to do the exact same thing. They're not going to be comfortable for the rest of the match if they can't clear Unlimit. And with Alter and Wraith still being available, this is not good right now. They get third parties as well quite quickly. Tyler's on the front side. Tyler extends out. Unlimit gets the knock. That is gigantic. As Tyler gets the 88, but gets knocked immediately in the kill feed. That is a big-time knock for Yalori Man and company to move on in. They are doing exactly what they need to, pressuring these guys. Nags gets sent running. Third party comes in, and now Synetic is going to have to go for the full reset with round 2 closing. Back to Lava Siphon, and he can't even do it. It's Soul inside S-Choke, bro. This is not good. I think For Fun's the first team dead. They are, man. For Fun is going to be dead. Tyler gets caught out, and now Unlimit reaps the rewards of their aggression. The job's not done yet. They got to move on in, but For Fun will be eliminated. And I was wrong. That zone does shift back. Reject in a God spot. Sentinels in a God spot. Zeta Division actually left that tunnel side and are now underneath, I believe, in Harvestor or on the front side of that tunnel. So Sentinels in a good spot. Elite's going to move on in. Reject is going to have their work come out for them in this game number 2. It is not going to be easy holds. And that's already Elite getting shots down to Reject. They forced Reject back. I don't even know where they went. Reject now has a ducktail. They go across the way, portal across on the other side. And I think Reject thinks it's actually pulling over here, but it's actually going back to where they just pulled from. They might have made the right call to at least stabilize and stay alive, because Elite Esports is definitely going to win that 3v3 with the armor advantage and the character advantage. But Reject just gave Elite a free God spot. Not a single fight in this situation. As VSN now getting knocked here onto the boys over at Nemesis. Nemesis now dying. VSN, probably the biggest 3v3 for them right now moving forward. Nice job. 2 down. Zeta now dying in the kill feed as well. Third party now here. Zach Mason's going to stay alive. This might be Reject off that third party. It's a great armor swap from Zach. Going to get the battery off actually instead. And now BSN needs to maybe back on up. They got to just play this slow and stabilize before they can retake this 3v3. And they're going height. Nemesis now dead. And they go back to low. And they go right to train car, man. Nemesis going to be dead, 19th place. Bro, I can't lie. Zach Mason might be shooting shit out of the gym right now. I don't know what's going on. Zeta Division now dead in the kill feed. They get passed around by multiple teams. Zeta now dead to E36 and the boys over at Sentinels.
We might need to go back up.
VSN is in flow state. Can they go back up top to where they want to go? This is not a bad call. I don't mind this at all.
I have an ult cell. Actually, no,
This might be Falcons across. It is. So Falcons now on the other side of the tracks. So the boys right now at VSN recognize there is a team here. We can't just push through. And Falcons are going to hold these guys out. Does VSN go back up and take this fight on a Reject potentially? No one is on Cliffside, so they get a free rotate back up. Great job, man, by the boys at VSN. And the comms are gorgeous right now, too, dude.
This is a fight. This is another fight.
E36 now dying in the kill feed. Oh, we could be the last one up. They're dying just underneath, courtesy of the Mad Maggies. An awkward spot to play this early because Mad Maggie is a fucking demon. The pressure she provides, multiple squads playing that character alongside Big Drills, it is not easy. Oh, we now trying to stick this res. Unlimited is now backing off that fight. They are very lucky right now. As GG's now beefing. Team Liquid now getting active on the scene. Team Liquid now maybe dying. It's going to be a Panic and Sykes duo. GG get the KP on a Soul. Panic Team Liquid trying to hold off these guys. Fences come out. Great shots coming down. Sykes and Panic get a knock together. Zero still on his knees. It's a 1v1. Can Sykes win it? This is big time right now. Can he do it? No! And Sykes does not win the 3v3. That is gonna be a death for Team Liquid. VSN now steamroll the boys over at Reject. Sykes, he needed that so bad. VSN trying to stay alive. It's gonna be an RRQ Kramer onto the Montal order as Pricey is dancing on him up top.
They might rush straight away, Ma.
Oh my god, bro. Fuck, dude, that hurts so bad for Liquid in that situation. such a big-time win if they could take that W. Needed to play the Nox a little bit more. It's going to be unfortunate. E36 Juice now dying. Teams are dropping quick. RRQ now breaching on out again one more time. They don't get the full KP. VSN will be able to stay alive and situate themselves in this spot. That is going to be Zeddy Esports now out here as well, man. Multiple squads now dying. It's very awkward for a lot of these teams. Nice, 150 out of Pricey. Great job. It's a great knock on the Vayne. Vayne is now going to be dead. It's a 150 with the compliments of Light getting shots down. Falcons are going to be dead here too. They're now out. GG now getting knocked down on the cold. GG now pushing forward inside that lava ravine. And like I said, it's an interesting choice to be inside this lava so early as you are vulnerable. And NIP is showcasing that vulnerability right here as GG and other squads are getting shots all the way through. Cole now dead. Solo, last one up. Karev's going to be gone. And that is NIP eliminated in this game. And now GG getting third party immediately from the right side here of Harvester. You gotta watch out. That's RRQ getting active. RRQ will have, honestly, pretty good angles on a GG on this walk-in. We got 10 squads of 30 as round 5 is going to close. This is not an easy zone to survive in as Alliance are now fighting. It's going to be GG, I believe, again up top, getting shots out of Alliance. GG is steamrolling, but they're getting shot now from multiple angles. RRQ breaches out outside their little room, and they're now influencing this fight big time as the boys over at TPSN are still now fighting here in the kill feed. They get knocks. Alliance getting knocked back. It is just a shit show across the map as GG is going to be spread across the KP. GK also now dead. Alliance now move on in.
I'm coming.
And they're probably dead here, bros. And RRQ breach out. Brother, this is insane. It's Pricey with another knock on that Krabby Patty. They didn't even have the POV for it, but it is what it is. They are just influencing everyone underneath that ramp. You go underneath ramp, it's looking like death. There's too many teams just staying situated here and really heavily focused firing. Sentinel's still going to be alive, too, in this situation. Sentinel's now make quick work. They're now getting knocked in E36. They're going to breach out of their tunnel. And that's going to be E36 trying to stay alive, and they do indeed. E36 put Sentinels on their ass. Last one is going to be Blixer. No TP out. He's silenced as of right now. AGG dying in the kill feed. Alliance, I believe, get the full reset. Holy fuck, man. And that is not going to be a full res. He does get Monsoon through that alter ulti. But look at Alliance. And that's another knock up top on the AGG. Alliance want this W so bad. They are doing everything they can on the low ground to keep progressing deeper and deeper into the end game. Great shots. Pricey gets knocked. Does Alliance just now push on through and take this fight? No, they're going to stabilize in between. Great shots. Squad is not even fighting. They're just trying to stay alive. Great job so far. Unlucky, beautifully done. Sentinel's now gone. VSN now beefing with Elite. Great job by Unlucky, man. Great off angle as his teammates are underneath, trying to stabilize and get into a god spot. Elite going to be dead to Wolves and VSN. Elite now out. Wolves still in the mix. Great shots again. That's going to be AGG now gone. Nice job by Lauder, picking up the KP on the Lauder. Bro, Alliance staying alive here is fucking crazy, by the way. I cannot believe they're still in the mix. E36 also now a duo. Alliance, TP up. They go towards Rock, and there's no one here. Alliance just got set up on the ultimate height. There's no one here. VSN now killing off E36. How does Alliance get there? E36 now dead. They died to Wolves and VSN. Alliance now. What a beautiful rotate. Zone ends right underneath. Can they hold and stabilize until the end game is the question. This is big time right now for Alliance. I cannot believe from ramp all the way up to the cliff, and they are still alive in a power position. Beautiful job so far. Wolves now still up. VSN still kicking. E36 going to be dead. 4 squads at 12 right now. VSN does have 10 KP moving into a top 4 situation. The rotate next is going to be a little bit difficult, courtesy of Alliance on that height, getting complete angles on this shit.
Bro, we need tactical play up against the building, yeah? It is Gen. Or do we just ape height? 40% on Gen, I don't have it for this. Bro, if we play right here, doesn't hype just shoot us?
I can't lie, bro. VSN leaving that god spot is devastating to go underneath in this ravine. It's just not the play to be on. We'll see right here, man, for RRQ as well. So we got RRQ, Price with another knock to get on the attack baser. They're now breaching on up. They're trying to get angles inside ravine. Great job there again by Pricey. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. A lot of damage, but not a lot of KP. None of this right now is really benefiting them too much other than this wipe on the VSN. Great job. Can they get the last one? They're trying to see for it. Easy flash, go for it. He does get the knock. VSN is now gone, and we're down to 3. It's going to be Wolves. It's going to be Alliance. It's going to be RRQ. Alliance now again, man. Trying to find angles. They're holding the top side of cliff alongside now having Hackers in the bottom near Harvester inside the building where RRQ is posted up at. Wolves still on that height. 6 KP right now for Wolves. RRQ locking on in, getting a couple extra on the VSN. The main thing right now is Alliance is actually leaving their height, and now they're full 3-man underneath the window where Wolves are looking down at. Shots come in. No Name trying to get these knocks. Good nades here too. Alliance cannot be safe right now. No Name and Wolves know they need to pressure. They're doing the exact thing they need to do. This is a great job. This should be 3 kills for Wolves and RRQ onto Alliance. Hack is now dying. More shots coming in. The zone was a little bit too quick for the Alliance anticipation as RRQ's now 1 man down. Wolves now trying to stay alive. Get their free KP. Pricey now dead. Wolves jump in. Apex South looking for their first W in game number 2. Are they going to get it? None of these teams are full. Alliance now dead. And I believe it's going to be Wolves winning this game number 2 over on World's Edge. The pylon down, the wall down. Why not? Fuck them in this 3v1. Actually, is it a 3v2? I'm not too sure. It is. Wait, Pricey with a Kraber, 1 second. It's a 3v2. There's a chance right now at life. Pricey with this Kraber could be the difference maker. They're going to jump on down. Easy flash screen, now swings. Easy flash swings. Pricey gets a knock. Pricey moves on in. He goes for another one. He's really hurt. Trying to stay alive. He can't make it happen. It's going to be Wolves with a W in game number 2. GG's, man. GG's, baby. Oh my goodness. Game 2 now done. Apex South dominates the leaderboards in game number 2. They get first and second. Well fucking played. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think Alliance had to leave that height. I mean, you could definitely question their decision-making right there a little bit, but overall, I think it had to happen just because I think Wolves are going to just absolutely destroy those guys. They were sitting on height with no defensive abilities. If they had a Newcastle or had a Gibby, obviously it's a different story, but that is a 12-kill W for the boys at Wolves. A 24-point game. No Name continues his damage domination. That is going to be RRQ, another Apex South squad, in that second place with 14 points. Alliance in third with 12. VSN in fourth with 15. E36 get 9. AGG get 6. Elite get 6. Sentinels get 4. Then it goes GK get third. GG get 7. So game 2 now done. Overall leaderboard looking like this. We got Team VSN now only 16 points away from match point eligibility. With those 2 games of VSN, game number 1 was that W. Game number 2 here is a 4th place. Beautifully done by Zach Mazer and company, getting their KP, staying alive. But they're now only 16 points away from match point eligibility. Again, 16 points for Zach Mazer and VSN is all they need, then a W afterwards to actually win this LAN. 30-plus points through 2 games is a great standard to have for yourself, and you are playing way above average in a match point finals. On top of that, Wolves is right there too. Now, Wolves are only 21 points away. That's 1 good game for any of these guys in the top 3. 1 W for any of these guys in the top 3. 1 really great second place for any of these guys in the top 3, and they could be at match point eligibility going into game number 4. Zeddy's going to be in 4th with 19. Zeta's in 5th with 13. Then it goes Alliance, GG, 4 Fun, AGG, and E36. The bottom 10. I'm pretty mind blown, brother. I'm pretty mind blown. Bottom 10 is NIP, Reject, Elite, Unlimit, GK, Sentinel, Soul, Nemesis, Falcons, and Liquid. I mean, 2 points for Falcons in 2 games, 1 point for Liquid, 2 points for Nemesis, 4 points for Soul. I mean, I had Soul in my top 3 today potentially to win this LAN, and they're coming out as an absolute snooze fest alongside the other bottom 5 with Sentinels with 4 points. Right now, America's is low-key getting ran down. I don't know what's happening. Surely it doesn't stay like this in the overall leaderboard. Surely these squads in the bottom 6 for the Americas turn it around right now in this game number 3. I'll be mind blown if the leaderboard actually sticks like this all the way until the end of match point finals. There surely has to be a little bit of a turnaround here. I mean, Liquid, Falcons, Nemesis, Sentinels, and GK all in the bottom 6. 4 very good America squads, or 5 very good America squads, just struggling right now, which is insanity. Overall, it is going to be a Seer ban, so Crypto and Seer are now gone. Overall kill leader is going to be that boy Pricey with 8. Overall damage leader is Pricey with 3.2k damage. I mean, what a game. Also, Alliance, way to survive. Great job underneath that ramp to stay up in those situations. It could have got really awkward. It almost did. And Alliance did such a good job of holding strong, man. That is going to be game number 2 gone. Game 3 here in just a little bit. Over for match point finals. We'll see if any teams hit it. I mean, Wolves, VSN, and RRQ all have a chance right now. But let's lock on in because we are actually changing up maps one more time. We are heading over to Olympus. Yes, Olympus is in match point finals. I know, guys. Everyone save your tears. No big deal. It's not that crazy. Olympus will be here for match number 3 now for Olympus. In match number 3, these are the POI drafts that motherfuckers chose. Now, at this point, Olympus has been pretty bad at LAN. Right, I think we can all agree. Olympus has been the best. It's been good in certain times, in certain games. It just depends the character selection and character bans on certain POIs for Olympus. Sometimes it feels great. Sometimes it feels like trash. Let's see if we get another Somers University zone. Now, over here on the green screen, man, you can check here for the nice wig weatherman report. We are going to have Elysium. What? Oh, cough drops? Yeah. Right there, that's all I have. Those. I don't have the honey ones anymore. Sorry, buddy. That's going to be NIP over at Rift. Team Liquid's going to be over at Elysium. We got the boys at Alliance over at Gardens. I believe that is Soul over at Clinic. Zeddy Esports going to be over at Grow Towers. Zeta Division goes to Gravity Engine. For Fun's going to be at Power Grid. Unlimited's going to be over at Fight Night. Esports is going to be over at Oasis. The Sentinels goes to Estates. We have Team Nemesis over at Dockyard. Where is it on this thing? There we go. Dockyard. That's going to be Reject over on Hydroponics. RRQ at Phase Driver. Gaming Gladiators over at Terminal. We have Falcons at Solar Array. E36. Right there, we have Wolves at Bonsai Plaza and the boys at VSN over at Somers University with Zeddy Esports over at Grow Towers and AGG at Hammond Labs. Now, one of the main things you can look out for here, high numbers. A lot of these guys did not prioritize their Olympus draft pick, which, do you blame them? Not really. Right now, Olympus has been an absolute wild card so far this LAN. Not many teams can have consistency on Olympus the same way they can have it on the 3 other maps. So don't blame these guys, for not prio picking Olympus. And on top of it, Olympus has only played, one time every so often games. It's like game 3, game 6, or whatever the fuck it is, and then like game 11 or something like that. So on this point for Olympus, it's like inconsistency on top of not being played as much as Storm Point and E-District. So it's a little bit harder to get the flow of things on Olympus. We'll see what teams do. We'll see what teams play. And I'm actually very curious to see the legend compositions going into a game 3 of Olympus. Because as of right now, it's only Crypto and it's only Seer that are banned. What's going to happen moving forward? What are the compositions that are going to come out of these squads inside this match point finals going into game number 3? What are people operating on? It's really the question. What are we thinking, chat? Maggie, Valk, what do we think? I think probably a lot of Valk. I think a good amount of Mad Maggie for sure. I'll be pretty mind blown if Mad Maggie's not played at an insanely high pick rate, especially going to Olympus. There's certain parts of Olympus, bro, that are absolutely broken for Mad Maggie, like insane.
2026, so far alone, we just saw Wolves pop off with game
actually insanity.
I want to hear your thoughts back at home, guys.
Bro, also to put in perspective again, dude, only 16 points away for VSN, dude. Only 16 points away for VSN for match point is fucking insane already. These guys just literally need 16 to get to the 50-point threshold. That to me is genuinely mind-blowing, bro. Like genuinely mind-blowing, dude. Crazy. Crazy. 2 games getting 34 points is beautiful for VSN. You are so far ahead of the schedule, it's nuts.
All of our point losses there on
Literally
the
nuts.
That's just their worst map, and they still were
Bans
able
work.
to
Most
grab
picked character
15
every
points
single game is
alone.
banned.
As we go over to the
So
back
most
half,
picked
it's
character
starting
is
to look
gone
like Team
every single
Falcons,
game.
Team Nemesis, Team Liquid. Are we shocked to see them at the very bottom? This is the time for them to wake up.
How many games today? We have no set amount of games. Give me Apex packs? No, I won't claim those packs because when I claim them, bro, I get an heirloom. You guys are going to miss out on it. I'll let you guys claim your packs, brother. I'm good, man. Mine's going to be an heirloom, dude. Trust.
To getting the most wins in
All right,
league and now topping
let's get
the
some
overall
predictions
standings
going.
division.
Going into
Starting
this
off great,
game,
and as
on game number 3 on Olympus, is there any squads, again, we were on Olympus, any squads in this bottom 10 that you could see really switch it up and make a gigantic statement to have a better set moving forward? Anybody in the bottom 10? Anyone? Who makes a comeback on this game number 3? Do you think the Falcons hit the skies and go nuclear for game number 3? Do you think the boys over at Nemesis have a bounce back set? Do you think Team Liquid does? I think there's like at least 4 of these squads that can have a great game number 3 to really just Uno reverse and finally be on the come up during these match point finals. Again, Chad, I want to say I appreciate y'all being here, man. To everyone that's new to the stream, please do follow. We host everything competitive Apex over on this channel. We have Esports Nation Cup qualifiers coming in. We've been watching a lot of other esports as well on top of Apex. Tomorrow I'll be watching the Valorant team in the grand finals. And then also on top of that, we got Call of Duty for 100 Thieves next week for the CDL champs. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Obviously, Apex is always the main focus, but if you want to dip your toes in other esports and just enjoy a good vibe and some intense moments, come on through to the channel. I really appreciate y'all on YouTube as well. Love you guys. Hit that like button on the stream. We'll lock on in to game number 3 in just a little bit. That boy Sykes does look a little bit tilted. Now, one of the main things for these squads inside that bottom 10 that I want to go over again is really just a vibes angle. How can you bounce back mentally off of the start that's not so great during a match point finals? How do you recover mentally? How do you keep pushing through? What are you telling your teammates? What is the captain of the squad saying to his others? Saying, hey, we're good, man. It's not that big of a deal. What is the comms that you're giving? For me, one of the main things is I would say, bro, we've seen these games literally come so close to being ended all the time. How many times have we seen squads hit 34 points in 2 games and then just completely fall off and not take a W in match point finals? All the time. It could be 11 games. So if you're giving up already and you're already upset, well, you've already lost the battle, brother. We got a lot more Apex to be played. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys for being here again. Game number 3 in just a little bit. I'm trying to see where this goes. I can't wait to watch a Somers University endgame right now. I can't wait to watch Gardens be played right now. I can't wait to see the exact same zone I saw 16 times already this weekend, bro, on Olympus. It's about to be electricity. It's about to be really cool. I can't wait, bro. If I see that first zone, south side, bro, I actually might punch the fuck out of the monitor. I can't cap, dude.
That's what I want.
All right. Can we get some praises in the chat before I even click this fucking map, dude? Can we get some praises in the chat for the love of all that's good in this world, please? Yo, Teflon, these to get the subs, please. Can we get some praises in the chat? Rage, please. I need praises. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Yes! 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 Finally! Oh, oh my God! Oh my God! Yes! We're going to States, baby. We're going to States, dude. Oh my goodness, man. Let's fucking go. We are moving through to the estate side of the map, also near Dockyard here. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Thank God we're not south side no longer. And again, I think this is going to be a very fun zone to watch. It's actually one of the favorite zones that I have, man, for Olympus. I think a lot of you guys also enjoy these too. Dockyard plays out fantastic. Same thing with Estates. Elite Esports with a great rotation. They're so happy. Any of these guys on this side of the map are ecstatic. Everybody else that properly chose their POIs probably to adjust towards what the south side zones have looked like so far in Olympus are probably so salty. VSN definitely chose Somers University based off what the zone algorithm was looking like. And now these guys, of course, land there. And they got to move on into Dockyard and Estates.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because it is 200 degrees randomly. Yeah, I can feel my forehead sweating. It's like 10 times different.
Oh, no.
In just one game.
Oh,
if there's
no.
any lights that you're seeing that are hitting us, please tell them to change whatever they did.
Oh, no.
I'm randomly just getting fucking annihilated.
Yeah, I'm like a freaking mosquito right now. Evo on us.
I'm coming to get RA. Bro, fuck,
Lauder,
I'm another Nemi game, bro.
Lauder is a mosquito? What does that mean, bro? You're a mosquito right now. What does that even mean? Apparently, Lauder is a mosquito right now. Which, okay, dude, all good. Wait, fighting breaking out. Sentinel's not getting active on the scene. It's going to be AGG now dying. RRQ also now dying to Elite Esports in the top right seat. Wait a second here. It's Furley fights breaking out over in the States. We got a battle in the neighborhood. The block party wasn't well received. The HOA is not happy. And now RRQ and Sentinels now getting knocked in the kill feed again. Bleak's now dead, getting knocked, maybe getting full killed. And this is where it gets scary. How do you properly play these zones inside these buildings when there's 38 Mad Maggies surrounding you? When one drill comes out, the other Mad Maggies follow suit with the hive mind and get their own drills as well into your building. You gotta watch out. And when you get knocked, the chances of getting full killed are extremely high. Look at the breach charges. Look at the nades. Look at the drills. They need to leave, bro.
Oh my god. I need his armor.
And he's dead again.
You're timed out. We need to go down a floor. Yeah. Wait.
Oh, brother. This is bad, man. Look at this. They are seeing red. There is nothing but drills. It's chaos ensuing. Can Sentinels get out of the sticky situation? And they're going to go low ground, man, into that second floor, which is definitely better than the top floor, but this is still not a good spot to be in. And he's getting drilled. Breach charges coming in. This is where Mad Maggie is just a menace to society, dude. And low-key, I love Estates, but Estates being the Game 3 zone is going to make this so much harder for so many squads to stabilize inside this POI for the end game. And I think Sentinels just dies here. I think they're dead. They're dead. And that is Sentinels dead. Oh my goodness. Sentinels is going to be eliminated. Multiple squads passing them around like a blunt. Holy shit. And that is GG picking up one of the KP. Actually, two of the KP, and right now, GG is doing exactly what Mad Maggie's squad should do in a stakes. They have Zane breaching out with that Wraith to overextend and put these guys inside their buildings, while Lufka is forcing them to not be able to leave. So as Lufka's doing this with the drills, we now have Zane pressuring like this, forcing these guys to play corners, and they're reaping all the benefits, and Zane just trolled.
You're good. There's no one in that building.
But Zane just trolled! The game plan was perfect. All Zane had to do was Q. And he doesn't. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Not good, man. He gets 108 heading from a longbow. And now Zane's going to be dead. Lufka and Blast by themselves. It is going to be extremely hard to get Zane back in the mix, by the way. There's a very good chance that he's not going to get rest, and they will be on duel for the rest of the game. His death box is just completely in the open.
Is my TP up?
No.
Holy fuck, Lufka gets another knock on NIP, so NIP's playing on spot. The boys at Falcons now playing Bike Rack right outside of the States. I actually do like this option for Falcons. They're out of the mix, but they're still in the mix a little bit to get KP and potentially get some good rotations inside the end game. Vayne is now going to get full killed by Lufka. So Lufka with that drill is still implying non-stop pressure, 3 KP. Zeddy now dying. Alliance now fighting here too. That's going to be Zeddy, Jelly getting knocked by Hal. Alliance now stuck inside a building, now dying. Alliance in the bottom 10 now dead again. What are we doing? Everyone is fumbling. It's on limit, killing off Alliance. I believe they might have just got ratted on, and Alliance is now out. NIP now dying in the kill feed. These guys can't stay alive. It's ATG pressuring. Colin Vayne now dead. The last one up is going to be that boy Karev. What is going on in game number 3? It is a shit show in the best way possible. Chaos is ensuing. And now NIP should be good.
Running up. You're good.
What is happening? Estates right now is a bloodbath. Can NIP survive? Oh, this is so bad. Oh my God, Mad Maggie again! Mad Maggie again! Mad Maggie again!
Bro.
Are you kidding me?
Man, every time.
Holy fuck, and McLovin is not happy. Oakley now getting knocked inside Ravine right outside of States. And the game is just being ran down by Mad Maggie. There is just an issue sometimes where we have a massive increase of pick rate and a massive pick rate in general for an aggressive character, and we see the effects of 18, 17 Mad Maggies in a lobby. This is what happens. The character's strong by herself. When you have 17 of her in a lobby, she becomes a serious issue, man. Absolutely insane. And I think everyone's learning a very hard lesson right now. We're in a game 3 or in any game where Mad Maggie is still available on Olympus. You should not be playing deep in a zone like this, brother. That is insane. And that zone's going to shift on over to Falcons. I mean, I think Falcons one of the best spots in the game. Soul now rotating behind VSN. There's going to be also 20 Mad Maggies in the mix. Every team so far that has died and every team alive has a Mad Maggie. So you see a 100% pick rate going into game 3, which, again, you are feeling the effects of that. 100% pick rate is extremely noticeable right now. VSN maybe now fighting the boys at Falcons. They might lock down this tunnel side, but don't forget, this is a Falcons bike rack angle right now. Falcons are ready for this. They're already getting shots down onto Lauder and Zach. Drill's now coming out. I would actually say being the aggressor for VSN is better than Falcons holding down that bike rack. Again, we see how good that Mad Maggie drill is. If VSN wants to fight that later, if Zach Mazur's drills are good, he could put Falcons in a very uncomfortable spot. VSN does back up. Where is Soul now out is the question, though. Did Soul rotate behind a mirror? No, they don't. They go through terminal side. So that's going to be now Soul rotating right. So even if the boys over at VSN want to take that fight in the Falcons, Soul is now here for that third party, almost ASAP Rocky. E36 now dying, and they are definitely taking massive L's down below. They're getting looked at by so many squads. Compound backside near Oasis getting shots. The squad coming in from Dockyard also now getting shots in Ravine, and this is not comfortable at all for E36. We are seeing so many squads trying to play zone, put in uncomfortable positions, and E36 is now dead. There's not much to do when the pressure is on. When Mad Maggie is present and is there, what can you do? E36 now out.
What the fuck? Yeah, bro, it's on golf on.
Oh my god. We are watching teams just get hunted, even from afar. I mean, these guys are not even getting ran at. They're just dying from so far away because of the pressure from Mad Maggie. This is insanity, dude. Nemesis in a pretty good spot. Round 2 now closing, 24 seconds. We'll get a better reality of where this circle is going to go in 20. Again, I think it is going to pull towards that Falcon side, or at least near them in the States. So regardless, Falcon's in a good area. I think the boys at VSN are in a good area for rotational focal point, and Soul, same thing. Soul now dying at Team Liquid. Team Liquid now here, and that's going to be trades out. Zero gets knocked. It's 2-2 right now for Soul. Great job by Jesco and Sharky to get those shots down on the Zero. Zero now maybe does get rezzed. Looks like maybe an alter TP out. There will be an alter ulti out. Legacy now dying to the Mad Maggie drill up Panic. As Soul is now leaving the back terminal. They're actually giving space. They didn't even rest. No rest yet for Soul. They're taking their sweet time on this one. Team Liquid is now going to actually know immediately where these boys are at. Team Liquid on the front side moving on in. And that's Panic leading the charge with the Mad Maggie drills. Great shots. Already 45 out. Nades now hit the sky. Tom Nady, does it hit? It does not. Nothing comes in. VSN now fighting the boys on the Falcons in the top right situation. Soul now 2-man down. Last one gonna be here. Can Panic get the KP? He's gonna get knocked. They do indeed. VSN now rezzed. Falcons now trying to move on up. Soul now dead. Nice job by Team Liquid in that 3v3. Great pressure by Panic, and a great pressure to actually move up once they saw that Soul was an awkward spot. But look at this. VSN, they get pinched. VSN is now gone. A team that was 16 points away from match point eligibility is now dead at 15th place. My God, bro. And that's a great play by Zeddy, and Zach Mazer said it best there, dude. That's just a good play. They wait for that fight to break out. They rat on the backside. They wrap around from butthole. They made a great play themselves, dude. Falcons will still be inside this zone again. I believe it's going to pull over to their side. It does not. Actually goes a little bit more towards the States. So for fun, Wolves, GK, RQ in a great, great position. One thing about Wolves, don't forget, even though the first place team is gone, Wolves right now in second with 29 points has a chance to maybe hit match point eligibility if the zone keeps leading towards their side. And Falcons now staring at Zeddy Esports. We'll see what they could do. I mean, they have to take this fight. Zeddy can rotate back if he wants to and take that TP towards that butthole they have placed down for Alter, or they can just stay aggressive. And the boys at Zeddy have not been scared to fight all tournament long. Will be different this time around. I'm not too sure.
I have Kraber.
Now, people don't hate VSN. You guys got to realize teams that are getting close to match point eligibility will always be rooted against, because a lot of people in chat or just viewers in Apex want this to go more games. So the closer someone is to winning, a lot of the times, people are going to root against them. It's just how it is, man.
Zone in like 4 seconds. He's like, well, I'm getting drilled again. I have to back out.
From terminal.
It's good recon on Hallis Kraber. I cannot change the POVs, though. Unlimited now fighting. Zeta also now getting active on the scene. Unlimited now getting active as well, bro. Zeta now beefing. Reject going to be dead to Zeta and Unlimited. Passed around in their rotation in. Reject now out, 14th place. And now Zeddy has to make a play. Are they going to fight their way through the Falcons? I'm waiting for this fight to break out the entire time. It should be Liquid now poking on the other side. It is. So Zeddy wants to take this fight, but Liquid's here now instigating this consistently while they're on the front side, so they even can't even take it. This is going to be very hard for a lot of these guys. We'll get an RRQ check here in just a little bit as well. For Team RRQ, they are still alive and stable inside of States for the next side zone. So not bad for RRQ again, who is, I believe, in that third place with 28 points. So second and third place still up. Unlimited now get the res here too. They're going to be full 3-man back in the mix, and they got to make a play as well on this side of the zone. So both squads in second and third still alive here, man. Big time. Again, chances to hit match point eligibility with a W or a very good second place for both of those squads from Apex South. And right now, this is where Mad Maggie gets even better, by the way. Don't forget, this is where Mad Maggie will thrive. The closer the zones, the tighter the spaces, the better the drills. That's just how it goes, man. Mad Maggie, the Dommy Mommy, looking to really take over in this endgame for this round. 4 closing shots come in. AG now move on up. They find a little bit of a safer spot. Elite's going to be on the other side, on top of their Hypro on their 2-stack. They're in a pretty good area. And Wolves still vibing. Liquid's now playing on the outskirts. Falcon's got to move on in, I think. But there's now Zeddy rotating out. Zeddy does not go and take that fight on the Falcons, courtesy of the Liquid pressure over in the field. They now go back towards Butthole. They're getting shots down. Zeddy's got to move on in. Falcons should be fine for right now. There's no one in that tunnel. I think they're going to be okay. As Zeta also finds their way into Estates with a great rotation, and they're going to be good to go. But now, again, got to watch out for the Maggies. When you get knocked, you are really, really vulnerable to getting full kill. You do have the Deathbox respawns. Once that knock comes out, it's going to be Team Liquid now fighting in the kill feed. Nemesis now dying as well. It's AGG bringing it to him. Liquid gets the KP. Unlimit now dead. AGG now gone. Unlimit wins the fight. And that's going to be Nemesis with a beautiful 3v3 against AGG, but Sacred's the last man standing. Can he stabilize and get his 2 teammates up?
One trying to peek my door. I'm trying to block it.
11 squads of 32 now, man. Falcons now getting kills. Zeddy Jelly now dying. And I think Zeddy's going to regret this decision. They're not fighting Falcons, and they're now dying on the rotation into fucking Estates. Nemesis now dying. Aberley does get full kill by that thermite. And that's going to be UKF now dying here, too. Zeta is getting choked out. Zeta is getting suffocated from so many spots around the map on Estates. 11 to 32. Nemesis now dying after that res. Sacred trying to stay alive. That's going to be Zeddy now with a swing. It might be a 1v1 or even a 1v2. Duplex now dead. It is a 1v1. But that boy Sacred's getting drilled from everywhere, bro. There's no safe spot inside these buildings when you're a solo.
I'm dead.
Sacred, can he do it? Oh my God, he gets Gaming Gladiators. Gaming Gladiators now dead. Zeddy, Deed still alive. Nemesis out as well now off that third party. And now Zeddy low-key just... Wait, Zeddy off of that fight and both teams dying courtesy of drills and third parties. Zeddy's actually on that first 4 now getting that reset. And I can't believe it. They're now a full 3-man back in the mix off their rotate. Zeddy with a massive clutch. Deed's going nuclear for the kid. That is gigantic. Unlimited now dead. RRQ still alive. Elite still in. Wolves still in. Falcons still in as well. Again, Falcons in a great spot on this off-angle zone. Falcons right now will have barely any attention on them moving forward as Zeta's now dying in the kill feed. That's going to be Wolves No Name getting some KP. Can Zeta finally stabilize? All they've done so far is just die. Holy fucking damage, Mike. Great shots coming down. That's going to be... We can't be dying. When Mike's putting down damage like this, Wolves may be looking for the KP. They get one. They get the full on the Satuki. Zeddy now dying to the boys at Falcons. Falcons making swift work of Zeddy, getting shots down inside portal place. And again, Falcons on this off angle don't have a lot of KP, but they are in a power spot to win this game. Liquid is the only threat right now to Falcons in this 3v3 as Zeddy does die. Zeddy now out. GK now fighting. GK now gone. RRQ get the KP. And it's going to be a bloodbath now moving out of Estates.
Yeah, I'm taking it, fuck it. There's a guy above.
RRQ now leaving. Zeta Division now dead. It was only a solo of Mike, by the way. Solo now gone. RRQ now trying to leave. Falcons get the KP. And squads are falling. We got 4 left here. Over on the B stream, baby. Falcons are playing highly aggressive. Look at this end game right now in this situation. Wolves for fun, Liquid, and Falcons. And that's now what? 5 KP, I believe, for Falcons. 5 KP for Liquid on the outskirts. Again, an immediate threat to Falcons is them, as Wolves are now again suffocating another team. So out of our top 3 teams, the only one alive right now is going to be Wolves in another top 4 situation. TL needs to pressure Falcons heavily to force them into Estates. Also, Team Liquid's got to make sure they look left and right, that the boys at Wolves or For Fun do not breach out towards their area and take that 3v3 onto them for the win. Team Liquid with a great chance in the W, but again, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to stabilize with a lot of space to control. The more space you have, sometimes the harder it is to make this work.
We have zone on us.
They do. Only problem is going to be that drill. Again, the awkward spots that the drills are going to force these guys into, even in open area, is going to be insane. Because any block of the LOS can get drilled, and then you immediately have to move from your one space of cover. And again, Wolves with a chance to hit 50 here. Actually, probably not. I don't think they can actually get enough KP. Wolves cannot hit 50, I don't think. Oh, no, they can. If they get every single kill, I think the Wolves will get it. I think they need like almost every single kill. Or maybe 90% of the lobby. The drill is just eating, bro. Wen is just farming damage, 1900. Mad Maggies will definitely lead the charge in the damage department to get 100% pick rate. for all these guys on Mad Maggie for every single squad. Falcons now getting drills down on a Liquid. Liquid and Falcons are now pressuring each other a little bit more here in this end game.
Yeah.
Wait a second here.
Can you drill the roof? You need to drill the roof next to them. No, 7 seconds.
Q. Take.
Taking.
Sit. Threshold. 7 seconds. Gen.
Liquid now moves on up. Falcons still here. I think Falcons just forced exactly where they wanted to for Liquid. Liquid can now get pressured by multiple squads. Wolves now spring on in. For Fun now dying. It looks like Wolves want to clear the space. Liquid now breaching on up. This should be a Falcons win, man. They have total control of the zone. They should win this game. Team Liquid trading. And there it is. The Falcons make their statement. It's a game number 3. Olympus W as Falcons take flight. Brother, great job by Falcons. They take that fight on the Liquid. They force Liquid to go down inside the staircase. And with that W, they rack up a good amount of KP and points. Falcons now, man, are going to move on into that leaderboard and be an immediate threat for these squads inside this top 5. Beautifully done by Falcons, man. Now, once they pushed Liquid down, I knew it was wraps. It was GG's. Liquid gave up too much space, but the pressure from Falcons is always scary, and that is a 19-point game for Falcons. Now, it's pretty crazy to say this. It's only 21 points for Falcons in 3 games, but at least it's something. A W will help them hopefully be the catalyst to actually get on over to that 50. Liquid's going to be at second with 16. That's going to be For Fun with 10. Great job by Liquid, by the way. Still, I love how they went down below. They got forced into a really bad spot, and Liquid immediately moves in and gets that second place. I love how they played aggressive on the For Fun, recognizing that the win was going to be hard. So instead, they go for the 6 points and not the actual W, which is fantastic, man. That is so good, man. That's going to be For Fun with 10 points. Another decent game for Fun, bro. I mean, these guys are low-key not playing bad. Wolves going to be in 4th with 9 points. RRQ with 9 points. Zeta's going to be with 5. And then it's going to be GK in 6. It's going to be Zeddy in 7th points. And then it's Elite get 3. Nemesis get 6. GG get 6. Now, Wolves get 9, which, again, is going to help them out. They'll be at 37 points, I believe, in the overall leaderboard. So I think the Wolves will take first place overall after 3 games on our Olympus match. We'll see what the rotate or what the refresh looks like. Yeah, that's 38 points. My apologies. They're at 29. Oh, Wolves are at, it's RRQ at 28. My apologies. So that's going to be 38 points
really nice
for Wolves. Now 12 points off of match point eligibility. RRQ is going to be in second with 37. Now we have 3 teams sub 15 points away from match point eligibility. That's going to be VSN now only 15 points away. RRQ is 13 points away. Wolves are going to be 12. We are now coming into squads, maybe being at single digits to match point eligibility.
Team Liquid only has 17 points.
That's going to be Zeddy in 4th
fucked up
with
first 2
26. They're
games.
now at the halfway marker. That's going to be Team Falcons in 5th with 21 points. They're almost halfway now as well. For Fun with 20. GG with 19. Zeta Division with 18. To be Liquid with 17, bro. AGG get 14 points in 3 games. Right now, it is a very, very top-heavy lobby. It is, dude. Right now, top 3 are way above the marker versus everybody else. It's pretty insane to think that these are the top 3 moving on in. That Falcons W moves them up from 18th place or 19th place all the way up to 5th. So it's still anyone's game. But again, these guys, the closer they inch towards that match point eligibility, the scarier it gets. That's going to be game number 3. Watts?
Olympus?
Is that correct? Watson's banned game 3. We have another game of Mad Maggie? Both were 100%, but I thought it went off of damage from the character. I thought that's what it was.
I wonder why people don't play Sheila.
If it's 20 and 20, both 100% pick right, I thought it was damage based off the character in that game.
And Chibi.
I guess not anymore? Or is it previous overall picks still? I thought that rule changed, though. All right, well, fuck it. We get another game of Mad Maggie. Hey, listen, you ain't going to see me too mad about it, bro. I can't cap. If it's a Mad Maggie fucking another game, I ain't going to be too upset. That's going to be Wolves, though, in first place. We got Watson banned, Seer banned, and now Crypto gone. Now, in the overall, we are now moving on in through another map. Yes, we are reaching our final map for match point finals. We are finally going over to E District. E District for 2 games. Now, this is going to be where we start off with our double back-to-backs. We're going to have 2 games at E District for games 4 and 5. Then we go back to Olympus, then back to World's Edge, and then double Storm Point. So we're now going into 2 games in a row over on ED. That means we are getting a game of E District with Mad Maggie, which, again, is not easy. Mad Maggie is a fucking demon in close quarters combat and pressuring you in very bad spots, in floors and buildings. And sadly for E-District, there's a ton of motherfuckers that are going to be fucking put down by Mad Maggie drills, just like we saw in Olympus. Now, when we go on over here for E-District, you can see a good amount of variety in draft picks, whether it's high picks or low picks, doesn't really matter. We got Team Liquid over at Electro Dam. We're going to have Elite Esports over at Lotus. Team RRQ is going to go over to Heights. Gaming Gladiator is going to be over at Galleria. Sentinel is going to be at Canal Plaza. NIP goes Energy Bank. Elite at Lotus. AGG at Resort. We go to Zeta Division over at Boardwalk. Nemesis at City Hall. Then it goes Seoul to Neon Square. We have Team Vision over at Blossom Drive. Then it goes Alliance over to Street Market. Then it goes the boys at E36 over to Viaduct, and then underneath we got Zeddy Esports, and then on the limit down below, Wolves at Humber Labs. And then we got For Fun at Draft Point. Sorry, the green screen's like right next to my fucking my butt. I can't really move. For Fun at Draft Point. It goes Falcons at Settlement. Then it goes Reject over at Stadium. Then GK over at Uptown Funk You Up, and RQ at Heights, and Gaming Gladiators over at Galleria. We'll lock on in for 2 games in a row. Now, this is important. Where they pick for this POI draft, they're playing for 2 games in a row right now on games 4 and 5. If you have a good POI, a comfortable POI, that means you're playing it for 2 in a row, and hopefully you could catch some momentum moving into the next 2 games. If you don't, and you prioritize this pick, GG's, you just wasted 2 massive games moving into E-District. Again, we have a little bit of a break. It's going to be a pee-poo-poo-poo break for all these pro players that need to shit themselves or piss themselves. Let them get their water re-up. Apparently it's hot in that arena. We'll lock on in for game number 4 and 5 in just a little bit. Let's go, man. Yeah, baby. Zach Mazer interview.
You and Hal were exchanging words on the stage because you thought you had the game-winning spot.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were making a really good play. And,
really wanted to watch the matches.
Free game. And then
the crowd. He dropped the void passes. Left. Best teams here on Olympus with the climb up the leaderboard. Back to Estates for fun. Wolves season 2nd place, tied with their APAC South neighbors RRQ at 30 points.
Oh, and they get the res on the death box too. Unlimit. After clearing this northern side, coming out of the fight that we saw earlier from Alliance to get the death box res, Zeta Division are neighboring them. Now they're looking behind them and having to be careful. Zeta Division hear this happening. Looking ahead too, with Elite still alive and covering these southern buildings of Estates. Dropping below with these resets that we're currently seeing from these teams that have just completely taken over this POI.
They are just poised and ready. It's a shame they're still on all blues, but they just really haven't had any good fights yet, right? 0 kills, 13 squads remaining. And as they keep tabs on where everything is going, they are on that northern side. You mentioned Unlimit, Zeta, Team Liquid, teams that are wrapping. But from the south, things are going to get difficult. Zeddy immediately finding pressure from Skittle Cakes across the way. And RRQ and AG Global can hear this.
We saw them take out Team Vision. Now they've been able to hold onto the high ground that we were looking at before. Team Nemesis are looking at them, but Zeddy are going to be able to move up into that next zone where they really only have to worry about Falcons, who were isolated in the compound over to the south side of that choke that we saw earlier with the Mythic Bin, while Unlimit now move up. Looking at Team Liquid, for those of you wondering, they took a huge round of rotation, and now they are looking dead at Unlimit as Ulari Man taking some shots off this G7, yeeting at the Wrecking Ball, but looking behind them is Elite, who want a chunk of the action. Team Liquid now moving around, playing off the rocks as Zero peppers into them. Unlimit get eliminated, and AG Global meet them
them in the lobby.
Team Liquid starting to heat up here in Olympus finally. Just takes to map 3, and we've moved up to 15th overall on the leaderboard. Riot drills happening as Zeddy Esports finding a home out on the rock. Let it eat, intercept all, but Dupe still the health ticking down as they work to stabilize.
Nemesis is trying to stabilize. Oh no, but Sacred can catch a break. At least he's going to be able to hide right behind the gen while Nemesis are looking to get the Deathbox Rex onto Albert lately, but having to be careful because anything right here is Dupe. Now tries to fully swing onto him, but Skittle goes down. Former teammates, now enemies. As Sacred now tries to swing, playing off the knockdown shields, and look who tries to involve themselves from the high ground, forcing Deeds to back away. It's the pile up here as Gaming Gladiators have not left from their position. They see the opportunity, they dive in, and now Sacred's left alone, but a huge shot from Sacred! Huge! As Wolves do take out the solo, but that's without Sacred taking on Gaming Gladiators next.
And that's what happens when you move into a stage with multiple teams. Everyone's looking for angles, and Zeta now in the building across from Elite. One kill. And into the Void Passage we go. The Riot drill to try and finish off the damage. We've got a wingman, we've got plenty of bullets, and we're just gonna let it rip.
Dude, kinda.
The young gun.
He has been playing insane. 81 bullets though in the R9, taking some shots at Yuka, who is going to be able to use that Void Passage, but taking their time as round 5 closes in right behind their backs now. This is going to be difficult for them to make this next rotate because it's only Wolves, For Fun, and Liquid in this next zone.
But the moment they move, that doorway gets opened up, and the third.
We're getting a little too close, like she's saying, 100%. SAUL has 4 points right now in 3 games. And teams are now coming down to the wire where they're actually almost about to be at single digits away from match point eligibility. At this point moving forward, Team Soul cannot have any more fucking plunders, bro. They need to go nuclear for these next couple games.
It's been a fun ride. Group stages were insane. Slow start, but I think we can still get it.
Eat anything? No, not yet, man.
You mentioned it. Slow start, Lace.
Yeah, we got the same brain. I'm on SAUL. We got the same team. You know, I put them as my prediction. So we don't want slow and steady, but you know they're going to come out of the gate now.
Definitely not slow and steady, Lace. Those guys are literally getting dog walked right now. Soul needs to pick it up big time. I'll be the one to say it. And boys are getting ran through. 4 points in 3 games is unacceptable for a team like Soul. It is match points, so hopefully it goes good, but fuck me, man. Yo, Rolaki, thanks for the sub, bro. Keith, thanks for the sub. Visual, thanks for the sub. Baldy, thanks for the sub. Subbo, thanks for the sub. Teflon, thank you, man. Dominor, thank you. Ephraim, thank you. Frogos, thank you. Backmachine, thank you. Bobcat, thank you. Chad, just remember, man, if you sub, I literally cannot read it sometimes for intense of the matches. Love you all so much. Spiral, thank you. Savage, thank you. Juju Game, thank you, man. Patriot, thank you. Cranium, thank you. I usually read subs, but it's hard for me during the actual during the actual games itself.
Thank you so much.
It is an Indian organization, yes, with Australian players, correct. A massive organization, actually.
Creator program. Just go to the EWC website to sign up. But now let's talk about this past 3 games because my goodness, we have gotten some big surprises, and we're actually going to start off with the winners of the last game. They didn't start off too hot, but we finally see a bit of a bounce back here from Team Falcons.
Who was that dude? I don't know if that was the team manager or that was the owner. I'm not too sure. I'm not really familiar with the organization Soul, to be honest. I just know they're based out of India. They have a huge fan base, brother. Gigantic fan base, actually.
People might not say they're...
Oh, is the owner? No way. Manager or owner? I don't know.
That's usually what happens.
Oh, he's a content creator? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. W. I don't really know much about the organization. Bottom 5 is wild right now, bro. Bottom 5 is absurdities right now, brother. It is literally insane. I mean, thank God Falcons are not there no longer, or this would be even more ridiculous. But again, dude, NIP, E36, Elite, Nemesis, Sentinels, and Soul. I mean, Soul being in last place. Group C, by the way, is getting ran the fuck down. Group C had the most, I believe, qualify into the match point finals. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams out of the 10 in that group qualified to match point finals. And now, what? 7 of them are in the bottom 10 right now. Low-key just getting annihilated. Group A is doing pretty good. At least they're inside that top 10. But Group C is getting hunted in this lobby so far for match point finals, man. Kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
if Wolves win, can you howl for us? What are you going to do with that clip, bro? If someone is actually going out of their way to ask me to howl, it makes me nervous as to what you want me to, why you want that clip of me howling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that question was completely sexual.
Because, man, this squad actually started off hot.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I want. That feels completely sexual.
In all of North America, they came into this tournament. They know how to win games. Zach Mazer with his IGLing, they win 50% of the games.
Not Demonio, dude.
They get to top 5. We'd already seen them in 2 top 5s. 1 win, 1 not.
Don't you have Valor Finals? Damn right they are.
Who's going to come back and bite them a little bit because they really did.
For all the motherfuckers out there want to drop us
to go put
pieces
themselves to
of
clean up
shit.
some kills. I know they wanted that KP. They
All right, start these games up, bro. I'm trying to get locked on in, bro. The best part about this, we have 2 games at E District in a row. Thank fuck, man. 2 games at ED in a row is going to be so fire. Don, I love you. I miss you. I took a heady shot for you, kid.
I know for a fact that this team is
I have yet to make an EWC final. Yeah, Don, but did you know that you're handsome?
That's what you need to do.
I mean, the
Did you know that's all that matters?
A lot of IGL should really look at
Love
is
you,
the
King.
fact that Zach said, I saw the game.
You know you're the
winning
realist?
play, and this happened, and he still made a play, but he was 1 fight away from being able to close out that game. If you're an IGL and you're
Oh, DJ Bruce.
consistently
Best map to
being
watch
able
E District, in my
put
personal
yourself
opinion,
into
yes.
endgame,
I mean, right
one
now
fight
for the
away from
LAN,
winning,
I gotta say, I think my favorite match is still favorite match to watch, bro, was on Olympus. Definitely not the best map in this tournament to watch. Nowhere even near close. But the best, I think, game was on Olympus, where we had 11 squads up in round 6 closing. Favorite map overall to still watch, I think it might be an argument for me between in my own head of Storm Point and E District. To be honest, E District is like really good. World's Edge look pretty. World's Edge is a little bit more lackluster than I thought it was going to be. That was the first fire game one of World's Edge though for this match point finals. Thank God. Not the Light Post win. Oh, that was my favorite end game. That was my favorite play of the tournament. My favorite end game has been that one with like 11 squads up, 12 squads up, round 6 closing. With all the Gibraltar Newcastle gameplay going down Olympus and Summers. That was my favorite one. That was the best round 6 by far. But I think the Shao win was my favorite win of the whole tournament. And then boys are eating, bro. Hey, Blink's on the banana can. Throw that thing. Get Monsoon on there, bro. I know you do it. Oh, he felt Panic trying to aura farm, dude. Panic knew he was on camera.
I mean, talking about
Hey, Blink.
right? One team that is also down
Blink
there.
said, nah, I'm good, dude.
I thought maybe the experience that they got out of Survivor.
That boy Blink don't want to be on camera right now. No name. Taking names type shit.
That's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, they've only been improving throughout this tournament, and for them to start off slow is a bit of a
Oh,
surprise to me.
boy.
I thought they were going to carry that momentum
I like this, bro.
forward,
This is pretty cool to
but
see the actual players behind the scenes.
we
This is
just watched
fire.
2 teams at 19 and 20
What if we
from
just saw a
top
fist
two
fight
and
break out?
propel themselves forward.
That would
We
be
are still
insane, dude.
early in this set, but we heard
Waltzy
Zach
just
said
picks
that
up
they
Yanya and throws him like 40 yards.
They're starting so strong. I really think that we are going to
And then just uses Hal
elevate themselves. We might see Elite win the next
to
game.
fight the
There's
rest
so
of
many
AGG.
amazing teams in this
He just
lobby
he
that
just
no
literally
team
takes
wants
Hal's
to
arms and
even
starts
go
swinging.
single team on match point yet.
I mean, just
That'd
to
be
quickly touch
insane.
on that, we saw it on match 2. They made that crazy
I wouldn't want
rotate
that, but that'd be
into
a pretty
zone, but they
crazy
had
way to go out.
difficulty bunkering and holding
To
it
get
down.
DQ'd from this
So
tournament.
It's yeah, definitely NIP might need to do something like a little bit different from that. But yeah, I mean they're getting into that position. But
No, like he uses Hal like a mech.
in match 2,
Like
which,
he's behind
yeah,
him,
it's
bro.
really
Like he's like.
difficult just to keep that
You know what I
moving
mean?
and stay in there.
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing is that the map is changing all the time.
Why watch a
Whoever
fist fight? We
is
can watch them
set your
kiss
footing.
instead. That's
So
gonna be a
this is
monsoon angle, I think.
The most fun part of every stage of this tournament.
That's
is
just a
very
monsoon
different,
angle.
is that you go from we're playing 10 games in a 3-2-2-3, and now you're swapping maps constantly. You have to keep adapting, and that really goes to show
Honestly.
why these teams are that strong and why they keep coming up ahead. Is because they're so adaptable.
Yeah, I think one of the
It was a
interesting things
staircase. I
about
rode through every minute of the code.
States ending, we have
Conrad,
Foxes
and
Maggies
this one down me.
who
Oh, you the go, man. Appreciate it on the way. Thank you, buddy.
peppered by the Maggies
Thank you.
in the drills, and the
Break
teams
is too
that
long, and they're
really
trying to ice them out. I mean, they're trying to also make sure the players are also eating. Don't forget what you heard Jack Mazer say. It is hot in that arena right now, boys. Like, these guys really need to, like, make sure they're getting nutrition in, getting water in, electrolytes. It's very important, so it's nice they have bananas. It's nice they have food in the back room. Like, it is very important for these guys to stay hydrated. I know it's not a physically demanding thing all the time to play video games, but when you're hot and you're anxious and then you have so much adrenaline the whole way through for multiple hours in a day, and also the last couple of days have been so crazy, you really can just take so many L's based off of you not eating properly or drinking properly. So it is very important, dude. It is very important. And the AC right there is not great in this fucking venue because it's just Europe things, but yeah, it happens, man. It is what it is. All right, we'll lock on in, man. What's our predictions here? We're now going to E District. I want you to say which team you think takes a W on the first one of E District, and I want you to say right now where we end on game number 4. Again, we are going back-to-back E District games. So game 4, E District, game 5, E District. Again, we are now on our double map rotation here. We're coming into the last of our maps. We've now played every single map involved in match point finals after this one. So we are now ran through on our cycle. I'm saying a TSM win. Get that guy the fuck out of here. I'm going to say, I don't know who's going to win, but I think we go Heights for game number 1. I think it's a Heights end game number 1 on E District. Well, game 4 overall, but game 1 on E District. I think it goes Heights, for sure. No doubt about it. Zeta Tilted Towers. Fuck yeah. I think we might go fucking Moisty Meyer, dude. Is that a POI on Fortnite? Was that one? Moisty Meyer?
This map is their
That was
best
one, right?
performing map throughout our series. And if we have 2 maps back to back,
Loot Lake, dude. Dude, I would land Loot Lake and rage quit 90% of the games. I fucking hated that POI. Oh my god. There was nothing like watching your homies who never play video games just post up on their Snapchat when they won a fucking Fortnite crown. You're like, I've been doing this since the get-go, dude. I'm trying to gatekeep this shit. It's crazy y'all are on my flow. All right, let's lock on in. Game number 4. Start these games up, dude. We got a Zane Cam. He's cool and shit. I love him, but come on, man.
See if some of these zone
Let's
pools
go.
Because it's kind of been a very similar situation, right? When it comes to predicting how these zone pools have been on E District alone.
That boy Blast, baby. Loki better on routine. NIP also been pretty quiet. Don't forget, NIP not doing too hot right now either. They're in 16th place with 9 points. Main thing we saw last game was Mad Maggie, and Mad Maggie is not banned again. Mad Maggie again is available for game number 4, which is kind of fucking crazy. A game 4 Mad Maggie going into E District is not what I expected. I 100% thought, without a shadow of a doubt, we were going to see L's for Mad Maggie and Watson now being played moving into this next one. But Mad Maggie is indeed still available in this game number 4. And Mad Maggie on E District historically has been absolutely disgusting. Mad Maggie has been killing it. She's been so good on this map, and I think she's going to probably have an 100% pick rate again going into map number 4, just like map number 3. We'll lock on in game number 4 and 5 again on E District. Let's do this shit.
Right, you gotta wait to the very end.
Would you fight Waltzy in like an arm match, like an arm wrestling?
Messed up, girl.
Bro can put up like what, like 50, 100
Pretty
pounds
sure.
each arm?
Dude, his biceps like the size of
I'm pretty sure Waltzy's one arm weighs as much as Vicky. The guy is gigantic, dude. Waltzy is a fucking unit. We should be loading on here, man. Upcoming match number 4 for finals, dude. Please. I'm begging, bro. We're getting iced out, dude. How do we ice out the casters? How are we icing out the casters, man? What is going on? Who got banned last game? Watson. Watson was the ban, yes, sir. So I guess I always thought, man, for a very long time, it was 100% going to be the most damage in the game that gets the character banned. I believe it's actually previous pick rate is the one that gets him banned, which is pretty crazy. So for games 1 through 3, or 1 through 2, I guess Watson had a higher pick than Maggie, which is also kind of crazy, in my personal opinion, too. No, I'm good. Love you. I might need it later. We'll see. Love you, buddy. Please show POI map. We already did that, bro. You're late to the party. That one's on you, kid. That one's on you. And here we go. Game 4 is in the mix. Let's lock on in. Game 4, baby. Let's do this thing. We now head over to E District for 2 maps in a row. 4 and 5 on the beautiful map of ED. And where are we going? It is not going to be Heights. Nicewig is wrong. If you said City Hall, go fuck yourself. He spoke this one into existence. It's looking like a City Hall endgame, potentially. Unless it's another shift back over to EB, which it definitely could be. Again, this map is extremely unpredictable off that Zone 1, as almost every map is. It's very hard to read it unless you have that Zone 2 knowledge. And drum roll, and we are going on into City Hall. Now, one major thing I want to point out, a lot of the City Hall endgames have been towards this big build, back a little bit more near EB and the choke in that 4-stack. This time around, though, we are touching near that resort side, so I think it will stick. I think the end game could be right here on that house right outside a bridge. We also have multiple bridge endings, so we'll see which squads choose their demise on bridge. One thing again, Mad Maggie is probably going to be almost an 100% pick rate. And we can see right here, I don't know why it says Watson. There we go, shifted out. Okay, that's pretty cool. So Mad Maggie, 100% pick rate. 20 out of 20 squads rocking the Mad Maggie. And I want to point out one big thing for ED here as well is that there's multiple bikes or multiple bike racks, multiple fucking bus stops, multiple shacks that you could play in certain parts of this POI, especially in City Hall. But are you going to choose that, especially on top of bridge? Are you going to choose these areas that get suffocated by Mad Maggie drills just because they're good spots to play from? Is it worth it right now? Is that gamble worth it for you to be in a power position, but maybe die via Mad Maggie? That is the question to be answered. We'll see what teams do and how they navigate this map. This endgame is extremely thrilling. Again, don't forget, Wolves in first place, 38 points, only 12 points away from match point eligibility. The boys at RRQ, only 13 points away from match point eligibility. And the team VSN is only 15 points off of match point eligibility at 50 points. True. Do those good spots become bad spots when Mad Maggie's in the mix? Potentially, yes. Nemesis now here. They're stabilizing inside 4 stacks. So Nemesis does not, I don't think, have that zone knowledge. They play 4-stack where majority of the zones have been ending over near City Hall. I believe another squad we just watched also did the exact same rotation. Zeta Division now rotate on in. They're now playing compound side, so that's going to be Zeta right underneath where Alberelli and Nemesis are at. Falcons are rotating into EP. No Name maybe now fighting here. They're beefing inside Chokum Energy Bank as well. Edge teams do get more Evo, so that's one of the main things about playing Edge Bros. You have to farm your armors up, which is fantastic. Getting that extra Evo and that purple armor is great. And that's one of the main things these guys are looking out for, bro, when you're playing in that Edge. Again, is that purple armor really ineffective versus blue armor when there's 20 Mad Maggies? Again, a question that is yet to be really answered. We kind of saw it last game. Didn't really matter what armors you had on Olympus. If you were dead center of states and getting focused by 5 drills, you were dead even if you had fucking rainbow armor, dude. Didn't matter if you had every fucking armor under the sun. People use big drill. Some people do use double drill. I would say majority of Mad Maggie players do choose the big drill. And now also Mad Maggie is immediately equipped with that power amp. So if your teammate finds a power amp, but they're not on Mad Maggie, you immediately give it over to the Mad Maggie to have that decreased cooldown and a little bit of a faster drill to get active and get damage across teams neighboring your side. Team Nemesis now getting knocked into GK knocked. Knocked gets knocked. Can drop get dropped? I don't know. Knocked will get full kill, and now GK is going to be a duo. I don't know where the fuck they were coming in from, trying to breach in from the other side, and now that's going to be dropped inside the bus alongside Keon with their third teammate now dead, and he's the first member gone in this fucking lobby for GK Esports. 59 still alive. And now GK's a duo. Now do GK negative rotate, leave the POI, but now right here in this moment, they are rotating towards Energy Bank. And this is not an easy POI to rotate into right now because they're watching it here. Squads are going to move on in. They're trying to get fucking themselves situated a little bit closer to zone. So now your negative rotates might be met with other squads trying to rotate dead center. This is insane.
I gotta climb up to get a better.
I don't know if GK gets this, bro. I really don't know.
I'm like one. I just had to fucking play life a little bit.
Keon trying to stay alive, does get cracked and a bounce on back. Drop now trying to move on to the left side. They're going to be maybe able to get out of here from a different route other than Energy Bank.
I'm with you. Yeah, come. Yeah,
I feel like you should start getting out dropped.
Yeah, 100%. You should. I got 40.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's right. I mean, fucking leave Keon behind if need be, play himself, and then go from there. But they might not actually get out as a full 3-stack. It really just depends. Or full dual stack, I mean.
Start getting to the high ground, Keon. Yep. That way you can at least peek for him.
Yeah, and now Drop's going to go left side. Keon's going to be left behind. I don't even know who this is chasing. Look at a little bit of recon here on the map. I believe that it's going to be Reject. It was Reject moving on in. GK does get out. Reject stops the chase. So the zone now, they're going to rotate to RRQ. Now moves on into Energy Bank. Unlimited's going to move on out of Energy Bank. And now Zeddy Esports from Market going to move on in. We see the zone knowledge here as well. Falcons playing from Resort. Another situation, if this zone does end on top over here, Falcons, again, might be the only squad on that side of the circle, which is exactly what they just did on Olympus to take a W. Are we about to see a Falcons masterclass one more time with a beautiful zone call from Imperial Howe and an easy walk-in? That is the question. We'll see. A little bit too early to decide that, but once this round one closes, we'll definitely get a better look at what this zone's going to shift over to. It's a beautiful rotation, by the way, from Falcons. I love this call. I don't think playing from Resort is bad by any means necessary. This is very, very good.
So we can't just like play in the open here. Yeah, no.
Oh, that is not the coach. That is the admin.
Watch the wrap. I'm dropping a bunch of ammo on the ground. I don't.
Admin is stuck in a cut chair in the corner.
There's an energy arsenal next to us.
Literally, they're stuck in the corner. They can't move.
I might go upgrade.
That's Drogo right there, bro. You see him watching Waltzy? What a sick fuck.
I'm looking west right now, okay? Yeah. He's just going back.
All right, there we go. Round one now closed. What's the reality? And we're not going Resort, baby. We're shifting on over the right side. Gaming Gladiators with a gorgeous zone call. Insane shift now more towards Lotus, but staying inside City Hall. It is not the backside where AGG's at. The pull's a little bit tough for a lot of squads. You can see a lot of gambling going on, and the zone shifting back down more towards EB in the middle of the map, but it does not. It moves on in. That means a lot of these guys are going to have to make their way up a little bit more north towards Resort for this endgame location and Lotus. Other teams now moving on in. No other squads now fighting. Team Liquid actually coming in on that side is fantastic. Team Liquid now an immediate rotate towards the right side of this zone. And they're going to stabilize potentially inside 4-stack. And if Team Liquid can hold here, man, they're in a pretty good spot for the rest of the game. And this is not a bad building to avoid the Mad Maggie LOS and avoid the drills. I actually do say Team Liquid with a 10 out of 10 rotate in my personal opinion.
No, it's not free anymore. Our team just now jumped in it.
Insane. Other squads not going to move on in. GK is still not res knocked, by the way. They are still a duo. Unlimited now fighting. E36 getting killed. Unlimited in a very awkward spot. Opie now dead. Sinab now dead. And I believe it's going to be Juiced now taking the ulti. Are they going to take it themselves and actually chase this? I don't think so as of right now. E36 might live to see another day. It sounds like they're actually getting shot at on their ulti. And now Unlimited might chase this down a little bit more, but that's 14 points for Unlimited. Not a great start to the set. But again, this is a very top-heavy lobby. Moving on into game number 4. They're calling for TL. Caustic right now is on the deciding factor. I mean, it's going to be great to have Caustic if you can make it to the end game, but it's definitely not a win condition if you're in late game without Caustic. Again, the breeze charges, etc., are great to fight against that Caustic gas in that late game, even just Caustic ultimates in general. He is definitely counterable right now, which is why his pick rate is completely decreased. And that is going to be E36 dying to Nemesis. The solo Juicena now gone. We watch the boys over on Limit get 2. The boys at Nemesis get 1. And E36 are your first team eliminated in game number 4. GG's, man. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I can take TP up to you.
I have keys.
GG's, man.
Yeah, no, I can take TP up to you.
Not Obley, bro. Not Obley, brother. Fuck my life, dude. 19 squads now on 57. E36, man, the struggle bus low-key continues. E36 has not been doing too bad today. Actually, I believe they were. E36 got 9 points going to this one. Elite now getting knocks to the kill feed. We'll see what they can do here as well. Trying to move on in. They're taking this fight now. Crazy. Kong dead. Wait, it's Wolves. It's the first place squad of the overall leaderboard. Only 12 points away from match point eligibility. And they're the second team gone. Wolves Esports will not hit match point in game number 4. Elite handles them. Wow, and that is massive. A 0-point game for Wolves here is devastating for their position in this leaderboard, man. Absolutely devastating. GG's. So again, they will now not inch closer to the 50-point threshold. That is now one of our top 3 teams dying. If you're a squad like Zeddy, you're a squad like Falcons, who are pretty far away from the top 3, but not that bad, with a good W or even a second place, you could jump on into that top 3 and be in contention to take this win. Wolves dead here is massive for the overall leaderboard, brother. Wow. Team Liquid now getting KP. That is going to be VSN now dying. Wait a second, bro. Don't tell me the first place team dies, and then the third place team gets kablammed as well. Are we about to see top 3 start to falter and not clutch up when they need it the most? They need clutches bad. Team Liquid playing hyper-aggressive. GK drop now getting dropped in the kill feed. They do get the res right now on a knocked. And they're going to be a 3-man back in the mix. Is he going to die to zone? I think he will. Drop's going to be dead. Oh, my God. They go back to where they came from, man. This is terrible. Nemesis now beefing. For fun now fighting. Sacred getting shots down. Great hip fire spray. Kinetic Nags now out.
I have to reinforce that before us.
I'm gonna stuff the Sack up, start rezzing. Sack up, start rezzing.
There we go. Res gonna come out. Sacred is now getting aggressive right now, trying to make sure they do not get this reset. I love this call. He's 100% right. I don't know where 4Fun is, but they are going to reset somewhere along this side.
I mean, where are the knocks?
He's trying to find out where everybody is. He literally can't see that. 4Fun is now dead. 4Fun is your third squad now gone in match number 4. Elite now fighting. Zeta now dead. Zeta now out early. Elite Esports with a quick wipe, making the swiftness on a Zeta division. Elite have now killed an APAC South and an APAC North team. These guys are actually just transcending regions, trying to get their kills and their momentum going into this game number 4. And if Elite starts to pick on up with 6 KP, and they have a good game 4 here, man, I think Elite will be very scary for the rest of the lobby with how well they've played so far in this tournament. Is it their time right now to really catch the momentum shift? Same thing for Nemesis, who's heating up. They get a kill on a knock. GK knocked now dead. Keon now up. Sentinels now fighting here in the kill feed. Sentinels get one on a Lufka. Lufka now full killed inside City Hall. We'll see the zone now shift. And we're going back a little bit more, bro. It's not going towards the Team Liquid side. It has been a non-stop fucking goddamn pinball machine with this zone, bro. From one spot back to the other. We're playing Pong out here with the circle, and it's going back to Alliance, who's topside bridge. AGG in a decent spot. VSN going to move on in. And again, multiple squads now having to make this rotate back to the other side of the zone. Alliance in a great spot. VSN now fighting. Again, third place squad. No points so far this game. That is not a good tack there for Carter. They got to be better than that in these situations. Get VSN just stabilized. Zach Mazer going to get cracked. Zach now on that Sparrow gameplay. Recon sticking through for this game number 4. 16 squads of 46. This is not that good right now for the boys over at VSN. This is not good. That's AGG now dying here too. VSN now dying. Team Liquid getting KP in the kill feed. Nice job by Zero's gonna get knocked. Nice job by Sack Mazer with the shots. The pull's gonna come on through immediately. Elite Esports now fighting on the other side. And now Elite's gonna make their play. A little bit closer towards this zone. Can they make this work? Falcons again have been just silent all game. Not much KP, Zero, only 300 damage with Nemesis now getting knocked to the NIP, and they're now swinging.
I'm in caustic gas, there's giant gas. I'm batting.
Holy shit, man. And that's going to be Avril with the Kraber here in this situation. Gold R9, Krabby Patty, NIP is now dead. They do fall. GK now also going to be dead. And now they're going to get demolished. Nemesis in the top rope trying to stay alive. It's not looking too good. Sacred now the last one up. They have a good amount of KP, but the points are not really here. This is only an 8-point game, even with all the fucking fighting they've been doing. Elite now getting kills on the reject of the kill feed. We'll see if Sacred can stay alive, as Elite is now moving on up to get their KP.
Don't get any attention. I'm not. After fucking maybe peek.
And that's still Sacred in that corner. Elite wants to clear this. They know that it's just a solo here. Great job. Good shots coming on in. Just get the last one. That should be it. Nemesis is now out. Great job. Great job by Elite, man. They are just suffocating squads surrounding them. VSN actually hit the fucking immediate reset. Loner now back in the mix. AG now dying. VSN, again, was only 15 points on match point eligibility. Any fight now moving forward could be the difference between them hitting match point right now and them not. 1 3v3 could literally change the tides here for match point finals for Team VSN. I cannot believe they're alive in this situation regardless. 12 squads now with 36 squads gonna move. RRQ now maybe fighting the boys at Alliance up on top side bridge. Soul, I believe, is still alive. They're a little bit out of center zone right now inside City Hall. Again, 100% pick rate on Maggie, so we can see these Mad Maggie players really start to have a major impact as the zone starts to get a little bit smaller. Closer to the quarters, the better the Maggie. As Strafing Flame and RRQ now fighting. This might be Alliance. No, it's not. It's actually another squad fighting. It's two different teams. It's Zeddy up top with Alliance maybe doing a Zeddy sandwich. And then RRQ gets put down by Jelly. Zeddy goes nuclear. They hold off strong. Is that a third party for Alliance is the question. It might be. Jelly holds out. And a great job by the kid with the alternator swing as VSN is now fighting one more time. And they get their KP. Alliance now dying to VSN, who breach them on staircase. Sentinels now fighting. Unlimited now dying. They die to Sentinels and Reject together. 10 squads and 28, man. Are we out of our minds? We are watching Electric Gameplay as VSN get more KP in the kill feed.
Where are we going?
It's bad. VSN is still 10 points away from match point eligibility. This is nowhere near done right now. Elite is still in that corner. They're putting drills down themselves. Henchman has to leave right now. He's going to just dip on out of this situation. Sentinels get the kills on the reject. Right now, VSN with this reset would be massive. I cannot believe they're doing it. The solo of Elite just cannot do enough to get the full KP on the kinda. This is fucking insane. Right now, VSN is the team to watch. Alliance getting more KP down below. Falcons, Waltzy gonna be full kill. Elite does get that res right now on the light. VSN is definitely the team to watch because they can actually get match point eligibility. It's a top 9 situation with a devastating rotate. Can they make this work is the question.
We're gonna attack through this and into duo. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, hold on, me foil.
You guys ready to go? It's just guns out, subs out. Yep, you have time.
Holy fuck, here we go. This is a gigantic fight, man.
There's no way they box res. There's gonna be 2 people.
This is a gigantic fight.
It's just guns
I
out.
believe it's going to be a double Q, man, onto Elite or onto Alliance. One of the two. They're going straight towards Elite. They do res. It's a full 3-man down below. Do they get the KP? They get one. Can Zach Mazer get the last? No, he can't. That is going to be a stick. Elite Esports going to take out the boys over at VSN. VSN do not hit match point. Bad cons by Zach Mazer and company. Nemesis going to be dead. Alliance now full reset. They're a 3-man in the mix. Falcons now dying. Guild last one up. Zero trying to get the KP. 8 squads at 22 as we enter into round 5 closing. Falcon sticking. Henchman dying in the kill feed, so Elite is going to be that solo just again. Elite is having a great game right now. That is 9 kills with a top 8 situation, but the placement points are just not there. Falcons are alive. Never mind. Elite now dead, and the Team Liquid boys that move on in deep. Team Liquid looking for another good game in a row. Shots come down. This might be a drop down for the Bridgeside squad. It's going to be Alliance. It's going to be Zeddy. Never mind. Zeddy now maybe winning this fight. Liquid now going to be dead. Zeddy holds on. Zeddy now dead. Everyone is dying off these fights, brother. There's not many trios still alive. Soul's still alive here in this situation as a full 3-man up. Is this finally their bounce back game? Sentinels now fighting versus GG in the mix. And they're getting shots down as well on the Falcons. Sentinels with total control of the height. Falcons gets knocked. That's going to be GG. GG now dead. Falcons getting points. They're now at the halfway marker to match point eligibility. Falcons now dead. Not a bad game. It's a legacy Craver. He gets a collat on the Falcons. Falcons now out.
Can they pick him up? Am I trying to pick him up? They shouldn't dog their game to pick us.
GG's. Oh! Oh my god, 120 from Legacy.
They're getting drilled bottom.
Oh my goodness. That boy on MnK feeling himself like he lost his keys. 3 squads of 7 will stay on board with the Legacy Kraber Cam. Right now, he has infinite ammo. The amount of shots he can rain through here is integral to their gameplay. Again, it's Sentinels, Alliance, and the boys at Soul. Alliance is a solo Sentinels full 3 above on this right side. Let's see what Legacy can do. He might be the deciding factor for this endgame. Alliance in the top 3 is a massive bounce back. A lot of these guys inside the bottom 10 had some very good games in this game number 4.
I don't have Rails there yet. They're gonna just shoot him out though. Yeah, it's fine.
Jesco trying to get angles. Legacy should look for picks. I don't know if they know it's a solo on one of the squads. It's one of the main things here.
I got. The other team's ripping a Moby. I'm just drilling so I can't pick. Yep. I'm going back to the left. I don't have drill for a bit. We're going to walk forward. Can we get to the
They're going to move on in.
Kill fucking bottom team? Ready?
They want to kill the bottom team. The bottom team is a duo. Is actually Alliance at full 3. They actually hit the reset. Alliance going to reset. They get sent on. Good damage out of Alliance to get the KP. Potentially on the Soul. Soul now dying. They lose this. Soul actually lose off the res. Alliance somehow gets second. They fall down from the air. Alliance kill out Soul. And Sentinels walk on in for a win in game number 4. I don't know how Soul loses the 2v3, but they do. I believe the Sentinels effect had a massive part in that loss in that 3v3. I believe Sentinels that whole way through was influencing the fight with faraway shots with a third party before they full committed. Sentinels, again, with a massive bounce back. Blinkster did not look happy in between these games, number 3 and 4. But that is going to be a great, great job by Sentinels. Unbelievable. Wani takes a fucking dub in game 4, baby. Now for game 4, that is going to be Sentinels. 9 kills, 21 points. We ain't mad about that, bro. It's a great game there. And that one game almost brings them to halfway marker. I believe they actually might be there based off the points they had before. I think they had like 4, so they actually might be exactly at halfway. I get to see. Alliance with 11 points that game. Soul gets 16. That's going to be Falcons getting 8, GG getting 4, Zeddy getting 8, Team Liquid gets 9. It's an even spread across the board right now with Elite getting 11, VSN gets 6, Reject get 5, and Unlimit get 4. That is unfucking believable for so many of these squads. A massive bounce back set right now, or bounce back game on that E district for a lot of the bottom 10 teams. But now we move on in. RRQ fumbled the bag in that game 4. Same thing with Wolves Esports. Them boys scored basically 0 points and make no improvements getting closer to match point eligibility, which is 50. VSN, though, does. They get 6 points that game. It might not be the best game, but it's 6 points closer to match point. They are now single digits away with 9 points away from match point eligibility moving into game number 5 on E-District. So it goes first place, VSN, 41 points. Wolves in second, 38 points. RRQ in third with 38 points. Zeddy Esports in fourth with 34 points. Falcons are now almost 20 points away with 21 out from match point eligibility. Sentinels with that game, 21 of their 26, make them at the halfway marker to match point eligibility. Liquid also at match point or halfway to match point with 26 points. That's going to be Alliance at 24, GG with 23, Soul with 20. So GG and Soul with a massive bounce back game. Don't forget, Soul was in last place going into this one, and now they're in 10th. Overall, it is going to be a Mad Maggie ban. So Mad Maggie is finally now gone. And which squads are going to play the best Gibraltar Newcastle gameplay going into Game 5? Are teams even going to rock Gibraltar Newcastle on E-District for a Game 5 situation? With Mad Maggie now out, Watson is also gone, so you can't play Watson paired with Gibby. It's going to be most likely Newcastle paired with it, and we might have a Gibby ban in Game number 5. Moving on in, we have Seer, Crypto, Watson, Maggie out. Overall kill leader through 4 games is going to be Deeds and Pricey tied at 10. Overall damage leader is, of course, No Name and Wen with 4.8 and 5.1K. We'll lock on in. Game 5, last one on E-District before we go back to, I believe, Olympus. Yeah, baby! One more on ED, then we got Olympic afterwards. Let's lock on in. Game number 5 here in just a little bit. Holy shit, dude. What a catastrophe. What a catastrophe.
It's just not
Christ.
quite enough. We need a 20-pointer. We need a
Christ.
And even trying to take a safer rotation, right? I mean,
Maggie
so
ban,
many
yes,
songs
Maggie ban.
collapse in a fight, taking a look
Correct.
at some of these
I mean,
highlights
obviously,
of the end
makes
game
sense.
here with teams
Now Maggie
right
needs to
now
get banned
having to go
very
for the
early in these
upper
sets,
bridge. I
or else
really
they cause a
think
lot of
that
issues for a lot of different players.
you have to
Wookie, thanks for the sub, man. Flux, thanks for the tier 2 for 6 1 Love buddy, because Ghost, thank you, man. Appreciate y'all chat again, dude. Thank you for being here, man. We almost have fucking 40,000 viewers between both streams right now. We got 10,000 of y'all on YouTube, or 8,000 of y'all on YouTube, bro, and 30K of y'all on Twitch. Means the world, man. Genuinely. Let's also get the collateral clip going. I want to watch that again. Let's watch that collab clip, eh? I kind of want to wait for the. I'll wait for the ads to be done. I don't want anyone to miss the collateral recap.
Nice strike to take that game.
Ooh, and with Mad Maggie gone, does that mean Gibby coming out? Does that mean
We'll wait.
100%.
Wait for the ads to be done, and then we'll watch the clip back.
Yet again, that end win for Sentinels, dominating the fashion.
It's pretty tough. I mean, for Falcons in that situation, there isn't a spot as a duo that's like basically impossible to hold strong. That's the only problem. They just showed it. I want to watch it myself. I like hearing the wrong cons more than the actual highlight reel. I can't believe that Alliance won that, dude. Like, I have no idea how Alliance literally win this fucking or get second place. I need to watch that back. That's not that big of a deal. We can watch that without it. Let me see. Because how the fuck do they drop on down? First off, how do they get this reset? And how do they drop on down and actually get the kills is crazy. Especially for a full 3-minute Soul who are low-key kind of stacked on loot, by the way. Soul definitely realized they got the res. That's why they said they're swinging it.
How many?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Hackus did so much damage. Holy fuck. I think that's what it was, man. Hackus just did so much damage with that L-Star. Holy fuck,
it should be fine. On your right, there's a lot of Fossigas. I don't know why. Standing me.
Oh, dude, he did way too much. That's exactly what it was.
Okay, standing on the ground. So much. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
Fucking go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Yo, that L-Star farm, literally though. L-Star farmed on that swing, brother. He just put down Soul with so much firepower once he got that 3-man up. That was actually an L-farm indeed. Holy fuck me. Let's watch that Soul now recap on that Kraber collateral on the Falcons. I believe the boys at Falcons had no idea what hit him. I think Hal literally hit the what? Pretty sure Hal had no idea how they died, which makes sense because in that moment it's really hard to dictate when you get collateral Krabered. Oh, there it is. Team Falcons eliminated. Let's watch.
Everyone on the ground, Shocky. Bottom left, down here.
A collateral to end a team's life is nuts, by the way.
Taking over armor. Kill two here. Got that. Yeah.
Golly, lined up like dominoes. Holy shit. Also, the collateral to get both KP, though, is fucking wicked.
Ultra one!
I'm pretty sure Falcons had no idea what hit him.
Nice. Quick outside. Yes, get a swap. I'm done.
Wait, what?
You got
Oh,
collided.
you got collided. Hey, way to get some fucking points on the board. Good game.
Dude, they had no idea. I mean, obviously. How do you literally predict you getting collateral Kraber? They had no clue what was going on. I mean, it's a fucking tough situation. It sucks to get collateral Kraber, but at the end of the day, bro, you got to tip your hat and be like, GG, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got Kraber, you got collateral. It is what it is, man. Still a good game for Falcons regardless. And a bad one. Would have been better if Walter was still alive, but it happens. It's all good. And here we go, man. Game number 5 in just a little bit. Again, we are going back to E-District. Just a little refresher on the POI draft. For those who are not here for the weather report, I'm not going to do it again, but here it is. We do have RRQ over at Heights, Team Liquid at Electro Dam, Gaming Gladiators at Galleria, Sentinels at Canal Plaza, Elite Esports at Lotus, AGG at Resort, Team Nemesis at City Hall, Zeta Division at Boardwalk. With NIP over at Energy Bank. We have GK at Uptown Funk You Up. We got Reject at Stadium, Team Falcons at Settlement, For Fun at Draft Point, Soul at Neon Square. We got Nemesis City Hall. We got the boys over at VSN at Blossom Drive, Alliance at Street Market, For Fun Draft Point, E36 Viaduct, Wolves at Humber Labs, Unlimited at Old Town, and then Zeddy over at Shipyard Arcade. Those are the POI drafts going to this one, man. No green screen this time around. Indeed, it's a pain in my ass to keep fucking picking it back up and putting it down. We'll see what happens here. What's the predictions? Where are we going? We just got a shitty all end game for game 4. What are we feeling for game number 5, guys? Huh? What's the predictions here over on the B stream? What do we think, dude? Huh? I think, dude, I low-key want a Heights endgame so bad. I'm so biased. I mean, Humbert's fun, but I want to end the tournament on Humbert. I want another EWC ending at Humber Labs, just like VKG last year. But, dude, like, low-key, I love Heights endgames. I would love a Heights endgame, man, especially for RRQ. I want to point out, again, we are now having one squad single digits away from hitting the match point eligibility. VSN is only 9 points out from hitting the 50-point threshold to actually win this tournament if they win a game afterwards. Again, all you have to do to win match point finals is hit 50 and then win a game. I say it's all you have to do because in theory it sounds easy, but it's not. We've seen squads get to match point in 5 games, 4 games, maybe even 3, and then not win the tournament because they just cannot close out a game. So again, all VSN needs is 9 points. It does not matter about anything else. All they need is 9. Now, VKG's win was at Humber Labs. They're back-to-back Humber Lab zones. They choked one and then won the next one. Yeah, Moisture Oyster, thanks for 5 months. I appreciate it, buddy. The other side of City Hall, you sick fuck. That's an Olympus enjoyer on this chat, man. That guy's an Olympus enjoyer. I know it. You sick fuck. And here we go. Game number 5. Lock on in. Let's do this, baby. What is the reality of this zone? Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's get it, baby. Game number 5 over on the B stream. I fucking love y'all, chat. And, oh, my goodness, maybe a little street market endgame here. It's definitely not going Heights. I hate my life. No worries. We see a couple Fuse increased pick rates, by the way. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Fuses in the mix right now. A lot of Newcastle Gibbies, a couple Catalyst Fuses, and we're going down south to Viaduct. Now, this is a zone that we are familiar with. Alliance, easy. E36, easy. Zeddy Esports,
Newcastle
easy. It's a Viaduct endgame indeed. We are familiar with this zone. We've seen this zone before. It's also deep inside this area on the back end of Viaduct, so it definitely makes me think it's sticking towards this POI. We'll lock on in here and see what Game 5 brings us. Again, VSN, 9 points off. Wolves are still 12 alongside RRQ, who are still 12 points away. Those guys made no progress last game, and VSN made bare minimum. We'll see if anyone hits match point after Game 5 going into Game 6.
And then upgrade, and then go up.
A couple squads, though, again. Zeddy, 16 points away. Zeddy with one good game here could 100% hit it. Same thing with Falcons. Just because they're not in the top 3 doesn't mean dick and balls. Falcons with one good win or even a great second place, they could also hit the 50-point threshold. And again, you don't want teams like Falcons. You don't want teams who have historically done a very good job at winning match point finals, especially alongside those IGLs, to hit these match point eligibility first. You want these guys to not get it if you're these squads. But if you're Falcons, you're very comfortable right now where you're at. Alliance and E36 are probably not going to fight. They're going to beef a little bit, but they're not going to be a full breakout fight. E36 is just not the team to actually beef with early. Those guys do not like fighting, so they probably will back out of the situation. Alliance just trying to make the rotate, then you get stuffed. Zeta now actually is fighting. That's a squad that does like to get active. It's going to be Yanya now dead. AGG gets one man caught as Zeta's trying to take this fight, I believe, from Resort. AGG, one man down. All right, well, there we go. Zeta does catch off the boys at AGG. Yanya dead. Zeddy getting kills in the kill feed. That's going to be Zeddy with a knock on the Wolves. Now, if Wolves die here early, this will be devastating. Because don't forget, for Wolves right now, they just had a 0-point game in the last one. Wolves now actually taking a fight. It's going to be a solo. Take the Alter TP out. And I believe Wolves will get a full reset. They just survived by the skin of their dick. My God. That could have been another damning game for Wolves in the overall leaderboard department. They'll live to see another day, and they're going to have to hit a mental reset and a couple deep breaths to actually get into a good spot in this endgame because they're in a great spot already, actually. Never mind, they're already backside Viaduct. The boys at Wolves can just stabilize and hold. Only issue is, man, they're rocking the Catalyst Fuse Alter in a pretty vulnerable position. They're already getting Fuse queued. Gibraltar ulti, or Gibraltar bubble is now in the mix. I don't know who this is in the backside of the map. It is going to be the boys, I think. Who is that? It's not Zeddy, is it? No. Who is this? They get Fuse ulted. Wait a second. When pressuring this team. Bro, these boys want blood. They're on flesh. They want blood. They want more damage. They can't get it right now. 4 seconds to the next knuckle fuck. This is not good. Can they make this work? Is this NIP in this awkward spot? It really might be. And that was a great try by Wolves. They used all their explosive damage. Waltzy now dying. Pole going to come out. Jelly gets the knock with a breach charge. Or Falcon's going to get ran out from Zeddy Esports. I don't think so. As now Zeddy gets naded. Oh my God, killed from down below. That boy Jelly just caught that shit like Randy Moss.
We need to get out.
As Tom Nady Gilderson comes on in, and that is a massive save for fucking Falcons. Guild coming up clutch one more time as always. This guy's just always here when you need him. Guild is so fucking reliable. RRQ now dying, unlimited with kills in the kill feed. No full kills probably going to come out. A lot of these are going to be pokes without commitment. But man, dude, listen. Every single time the Falcons need Gilderson, I feel like he's there. Genuinely. He's just always there for the squad. Such a reliable player. I will always glaze Gilderson full blown. My boy also throws hot dogs that I've never seen before in my life. Fun fact, when we were in Sweden in our first LAN ever for Apex Legends Global Series, I watched Gilderson house like 15 hot dogs from a gas station. Insanity. I don't know how the fuck he did that before the game, by the way. Unbelievable. RRQ now dying in the kill feed. We'll get off the Glizzy talk and on over to Apex South. And that's going to be pricey. By himself. And again, dude, 12 points off a match point for RRQ at a bad game number 4. And their bad game 5 might be starting right now. Hopefully the recovery's here. Don't forget, man, that boy Gibby got the movement. Again, dude, it is like... It's like watching a really, really big dude, like gymnastics and shit. Like, that's how beautiful this is. It's just graceful.
Careful, they hear it.
Look at this motherfucker. 695 pounds with armor on top. And he's got the speed of literally Jamal Charles and Chris Johnson. It's fucking insanity. Look at this motherfucker, dude. Look how he moves. Look at this. The fluidity. Just poetry in motion. He really is just the orca of land. That's really all he is.
It's like 1 second.
God damn, bro. What an Apex Predator.
To maximize overflow.
I would, if you know what I'm saying. That's going to be also Falcons out top side, ship arcade. 24 seconds.
That's the same team from earlier. They're running fucking charge, by the way. Yeah.
20 seconds now on that round closing. Once we see this, it's going to be a very good spot for where the zone's actually going to go. Again, round 2 has been very unreliable. But round 3 has been pricey, gets caught. Brother, not good for RRQ. Another bad game. Zeddy's dying to ring. But that's going to be Zeddy getting an extra KP on RRQ. I can't... Where the fuck did they chase, bro? Wait a second. Fuck the zone. Jesus Christmas, brother. Oh my God, Zeddy, you bunch of sick fucks. They chased them all the way down to the stadium side. Pricey was fucking hauling ass, but it's just not quick enough. And again, the zone is going to shift on over in between Street Market and Viaduct. So we'll see how this goes on. The only team now dead is a squad that was only 12 points off of match point eligibility. And this has been devastating. AGG is also in Narnia. Those guys just went through the fucking wardrobe. They're just now getting on into zone here too. They're dying to ring. They should be fine regardless. They have a lot of syringes and a lot of medkits. They should be fine. And they have that support res if needed. I don't know if these characters. Jaguar's going to be dead to zone again.
Okay, ve agarrando el globo inicial y ve darnos wallhacks.
What the hell is happening? What is going on right now? I'm pretty sure Alliance is also in a sticky situation. Alliance just now getting to EB. So they're going to be fine. AGG now hitting that rotate in. I mean, Yanya might die to sell one more time now. He should be good. Jesus Christmas. If anyone is here, these boys are going to be on their wits' end. Yanya's going to die to zone to probably get that HP back up because he doesn't want to burn his syringes, which is a good call. Please die to zone. Yanya was the longest death to zone I've ever seen in my life. And now Yanya will get raised, courtesy of support, and be full back to HP. Now again, man, off that zone knowledge, we know it's going backside Viaduct. NIP's in a beautiful spot. The boys at Wolves in a very good position for the end game. Wolves only 12 points off. VSN will get a little check on them right now. A squad that's almost near match point eligibility with a rotation in from Street Market side, which is not that great. Sentinel's now dying. Monsoon getting knocked. There should be a res immediately. Alberoni getting the kill. But no full kill coming out, just the knock there too. Oh, he didn't get the HP reset. He reached his limit. You only get a certain amount of those reses, bro, inside the zone. Unfortunate. I thought they reached their limit, which means they did like 40 of them. Yeah, Spitfire is an interesting choice. Can't really say I'm too confident in anyone playing Spitfire gameplay, but it is what it is. One per life? I don't think so. I thought it was more than one per life.
Yeah. Bro, I got stunned by... What the fuck did I get stunned by?
A kidnap comes out for Blink. Oh my God, he gets one! Oh my God, Axis gets kidnapped.
Good shit.
And my goodness, Blink doing Blink things. That is my ADHD goat. The guy who can never sit still, always trying to actively make plays. And during scrims, that boy Blink feeds his face off. But during land, he is a different beast. As Wolves now dying to Falcons. And that's going to be when now. Only a duo. Wait a second. Falcons might be actually fighting for the best spot in this game. Falcons with a beautiful rotation. Top side near Viaduct. No one's here. This is great for Falcons. I love this spot. I also love it for Wolves, but not so much anymore. Only being a duo. Will they get the reset is the question. That might be Team Liquid on the other side of them as well, trying to take that fight. It definitely could be. Team Liquid, I think, was also around this area. It was. Team Liquid is there. Valkyl now for Team Liquid. Where are they going to go?
Is it Mythic fucking... No, they're not. All right.
And they're going farther back. Team Liquid decides to leave compound. They go deeper south side. A little bit of a gamble, but nothing too crazy. Monsoon gets another knock with a Spitfire. Or whoever's on the Spitfire. Is that fun? I think it's fun. 19 squads at 55. Round 2 now closing. Again, only one team dead is a squad close to match point of RRQ, which is devastating for them to watch the rest of this game out, knowing they're getting 0 points closer to the 50-point threshold. Round 2 done. Round 3 coming in. And that zone, brother. Falcons in a great spot. VSN and Falcons might be for the best spot in this game. Liquid with a great rotation up if need be. NIP in a beautiful position. Can Falcons hold off the boys over at VSN? Wolves now one man up, but just crazy Kong. And again, Wolves are only 12 points off of match point eligibility. Wolves were in a god spot for where this game was going to end, and now they're fighting for their life. We are watching squads that were so close to match point already, just fumbling the bag as Alliance get a kill on a Nemesis. Skittlecake's now going to be dead. Nemesis, the duo, going to hit a Valkyrie to leave on in the zone.
Kraber, I'm taking Kraber.
And a Kraber for Hackers. Wait a second here, brother. Hold the phone. Wolves trying to stick that res. Moby does come down. He wastes the catwall on that left side instead of right. He's going to not be able to block the LOS from the squad now moving on in. Can they do anything about it? E36 now dying to GK in the kill feed. GK now getting shots down on Obley. E36 now dying. Another knock. E36 now dead. Not a good set. E36 last place in the lobby. Wolves, second place squad. Now dead early. They cannot get the res. Squads inside the top 3, close to match point, are fumbling the bag.
Listen,
that's GK with some points. They are fumbling. Squads with a great game 1, game 2 have yet to have another good game afterwards. Shots come down. Fuse ulti comes through. Falcons trying to get more KP. 17 squads at 51. It's infinite beef right now. Team Liquid still on that backside. Alliance still good. The boys at VSN still going to make their play towards zone. VSN is still on that left side away from Falcons. Will they take this fight later down the line is the question. I am really waiting for this beef to happen. Should be Alliance now also bubble fighting, trying to stay alive inside Shack. The Fuse ulti might be too strong for Alliance to heal through. As of right now, they should be fine. NIP dropped their load on top of the foreheads of Alliance. Same thing with Falcons. 2 loads for 1. That's crazy. Someone hit up the hub.
He has shield. One close, They should not have fused right now. Okay.
Kidnap. Nades now out. 1 second. This is not good. Code red for Alliance. Code red for Alliance. They got no bubble. It's just Aku by himself. It's elite. Bubble needs to come down immediately for Hackis. If they cannot get Hackis up, they're 100% dead inside this shack. This is insanity. Bubble needs to come out. Bubble is now dropped. Some guy is now sending, I don't know who it is. They stick the res regardless. That's going to be unlucky now, falling through the fucking queue. They take a portal. Aku now going to be by himself. Aku now dead. Alliance gets suffocated inside shack. It's not enough. Alliance are now out. And now the boys here over at VSN pressuring Falcons. Here we go. Maybe the biggest fight so far in this tournament. If VSN win, they can maybe actually hit match point. They get a knock on the Waltzy. Waltzy now full killed. And VSN is trying to slow down but also go full steam ahead. Falcons not going to be a duo.
Play a piece of cover. We got to give you
Can Guild and Hal clutch? Guild and Hal now have to leave. They move up a little bit deeper as a duo. Shots go down, 136. Yanya now gets the knock on a fucking Guild, and this is not good right now for Hal. Team Liquid on that backside breach. Maybe staring at the solo of Falcons on the left side. VSN, what a play for a power spot. What a beautiful play. Can Falcons hit the reset? I don't think so. They're getting shot from everywhere, man. Hal just needs to try to play as a solo.
No, I'm not safe.
Holy fuck, dude. Hal finds a little bit of a shack. Any extra points would be fantastic. But that's really not the position you want to be in, man, especially being there the whole game through. Zeta Division still in the end game. Team Falcons now gone. They're eliminated 16th. Falcons in a god spot cannot hold strong enough. Alliance is going to be dead here as well. RRQ going to be dead. Team Nemesis, I believe, is going to be alive. And here we go. 15 squads at 45 as round 4 moves on in. Holy shit, boys. We are watching cinema. This next couple of zones, from round 4 to the end of round 6, is about to be peak. With all these teams still up and the Newcastle and Gibraltar's in the mix, you can bet your ass we're going to have at least 11 to 10 squads for round 6 closing, as all these teams are going to find themselves in pretty awkward spots trying to hold strong. The one good thing about this is no Mad Maggie. Soul coming off a 2nd place or a 3rd place now, still alive here too with the round 4 closing. Once that round 4 closes, again, we'll see a little bit better as to where the end game's going to be. I believe it's pulling towards Vision and where Falcons just died. But we look right now, and Vision in a god spot alongside Liquid. Another beef might happen in the zone and dead center. NIP easy walk-in, Zeta easy walk-in, VSN versus Liquid maybe by the breakout. We'll see. They are now fighting. They don't have to 100% commit, by the way. Neither of these squads have to commit. VSN right now, though, does have way more pressure than Liquid, and that's because a team can actually land on the left side and continue this fight. And now VSN is only 7 points. And now a squad above on bridge. Good comms by Sax communicate. We can go right underneath.
Shooting them. I'm 5-2. Ult Axel.
So VSN will play that troll toll. They will get underneath on that bridge and get into that boy's soul. Just go soul. Now going to be good here, too. Speaking of the devil. And they're going to move on a little bit deeper. Legacy now with that ulti should be good. That's going to be VSN getting knocks right now on the blink. And now getting swung the backside. That might be Liquid. Does VSN not get match point? Here's the question. It's looking like the answer is going to be they don't. Shots come down. Zach Mazer is solo. Carter trying to stay alive. Oh my god, bro. Liquid fighting again. Liquid now getting ran at. Wait a second. Does VSN get a reset off death boxes because Liquid's super preoccupied with their own game plan? And they go low ground. VSN gonna be dead. They don't hit match points. Our top 3 teams are trolling. I don't know if anyone's gonna be a match point moving forward. Squads are dying. Teams are not performing the way they need to hit 50. Soul now dead to Liquid. Liquid wipes 2 squads. And now they get sent down by a solo. Great shots from Panic. Reset, another great bubble from fucking Zero. He is on fire right now. GK find their spot. NIP find their spot. Nemesis still going to be alive with another squad above them, bro. Over on bridge, they have the rampart walls down with the drop top on. 13 squads at 39. Tucking inside that corner. Bubble is in 5. It's going to be, I think, a little bit too long. It's not looking too good.
Bubbling. Rezzing.
Oh my god, the bubble just in time. They have a second chance at life with Unlimit now dying. Unlimit now, maybe trying to burst the boys at AGG. AGG is now here. The boys at Unlimit will be a solo AGG trying to get more KP down below. 13 squads still in the mix for a final round closing. Again, we are watching cinema. You might not like the baby comp, you might not like Gibraltar Newcastle, but my goodness gracious, does it provide content? Nemesis is now dead to Zeta Division on the bottom side. Nemesis got cycled by multiple teams with multiple Gibby ultis. They cannot outlive all the damage pouring in, and that's going to be Nemesis now gone. So Nemesis out. NIP now dying to GK Esports. GK now swinging. Vayne now dead. And that's GK now taking a great spot inside this zone. Even deeper towards the end game. With that pressure on the NIP, the duo's now going to be forced into the corner. It's only 1 man up right there, but 1 second, it's Cole going nuclear. They got to watch on out. Play this slow. Cole is not one to fuck with here. They're going for the res. They're doing the right job. And it's NIP now dying. NIP in a good spot. Dying again. They cannot stay alive. Elite Esports in the mix. Taking down For Fun. And a nice little reset here. For Fun going to be dead. Elite at the KP. Elite still in the mix. 26 points now for Elite going into this game 5. Round 6 closing. 10 squads at 28. GK will reset. Zeta Division still in. VSN's going to be dead. AGG still in the mix. Oh my goodness. And with this final round closing, the chaos will ensue. Gibraltar ultis, Newcastle walls, Gibraltar domes. Everything's going to be based off your abilities. Shots come in. Zeddy in a great spot. Zeddy now only 12 points away. With a W here, Zeddy can 100% hit match point eligibility. That's all they need right now is a W, and even actually a second place with a good amount of KP. They now move on up. Is this a little too early? GK now fighting. GG now in the mix. GG going nuclear. They're going to get the KP. They will indeed. GK knocked, now knocked. Dropped, not dropped. Never mind, he is by Zeta. Zeddy now fighting. Top side bridge. Getting shots down with the infinite ammo all-star. Never mind, infinite ammo. They're just swinging. Jelly playing aggressive. He now backs on up. I think Zeddy's in a power spot. Zeddy's got no one behind them, just to the left, right, and center. They should be fine for right now. The walls are providing beautiful cover. Zeta also still in. Bubbles now out. Splitting the zone. It's going to be chaos. As Elite Esports is now dying to Team Liquid, Elite Esports is now going to be dead. Reject on the left side. Zeta now fighting. GK now dead. Yuka and Mike trying to stabilize low ground. Can they do it? Satuki going to be 1 HP. Sticks the reds, getting his shield regen. Zeddy now fighting up top, getting the wipes. David Gladiator's dead. Reject dead. And Zeta down below while Zeddy up top is killing it. The Zaza twins are going nuclear here over on the B stream. Bub now out for Zeta. And look at the bubbles. Where do you go? Gibraltar ulti's eating. Duplex Zeddy, drop on down. Zed now fighting. They're still alive. Zeddy's avoiding conflict by all costs. They're doing a great job. Zeddy gets kablammed. They drop on down. Zeta hits the sky. Mike now flying. More knocks from Yuka. And Zeta is gonna win game number 5.
Oh my fucking god.
Come on. My goodness gracious, the #1 team in Pro League, most points this split out of any region. Take the win. Doubt it always. Always shit on. Never, ever question that boy Yuka. They are here in this game 5. What a statement. And what an electric end game. That was unfucking believable. With that game 5 now coming to a close, a lot of good squads had a very good game. A lot of our top 3, though, did not. Our top 3 shit the bed once more. They will not be at match point. Overall leaderboard, actually match 5 leaderboard, is Zeta Division, 22 points. Sentinel's going to be in second with 19 points that game. Zeddy get 12, AGG get 10. That is going to be Team Liquid getting 12, not a bad game for Liquid. GG get 5, Reject get 3, GK get 8, Elite get 6, Unlimited get 4, For Fun get 1, NIP with another bad game with 2, and then it goes all the way down to the bottom of the barrel. Now, with that game 5 now done, we are over on World's Edge. We are now moving on to Olympic. And for Olympus, these are the overall scores coming on in, and it is coming down to the wire now, brother. We have multiple squads, single digits, or even at 40 points or more. 4 teams at 40 and above, and multiple teams single digits away from hitting match point eligibility. Zeddy Esports in first place, only 4 points away from match point. Sentinels in second, only 5 points away from match point. VSN has been here multiple times. Not much progress being made, but now they are only 7 points away. Zeta Division is now only 10 points away. Again, all that you have to do in order to win, and I say all, not because it's easy, but that it really is all you have to do, is hit 50 points and then win a game afterwards in order to take the W for this tournament. Wolves now having multiple games with 0 points. They're still stuck at 38. Team Liquid now actually overtakes RRQ, who had 0 points and 1 point in the last 2 games at 38 points. Their lead and their advantage going into this lobby is now just kaput. It's shit on. Falcon's going to be at 8th with 30 points. GG going to be in 9th with 28. Elite's going to be in 10th with 26. Overall ban is going to be Gibby. So Gibby is now gone. So Gibby, Maggie, Watson, Seer, and
Gibby is now gone.
5 bans going into game number 6. Overall kill leader is going to be Deeds.
Let's play a wild card.
Shit, baby. Shit, that boy Deedsel, huh? Okay. Talk to him. Talk to him. I want to point out, Deeds right now is the only roller player in the top 3. Other 4, or other 3 inside this top 4 is 0 on MnK, Yuka, and Pricey. Overall damage leader is that boy Wang, also on MnK with 6.1. He's also not the damage leader, actually. He's the damage leader, not the damage differential leader. Damage differential leader is that boy Yalari man with 2.6k. Unlimited's been quiet, so it's pretty crazy to see Yalari have the most damage differential. We are now done with game number 5. We are going into game number 6. The Zeta fans are crying. That is fucking electric. It is electric without a doubt. And now we move on in to Olympus for game number 6. You love it, you hate it. All we could do is watch. We'll see what Olympus looks like going to this last one on game number 6. And again, after Olympus, we are moving back, I believe, over to World's Edge and double Storm Point. There's a very good chance that going to the Storm Point for game 8 and 9, it could be the ender for match point finals.
I don't push the envelope, I shred it.
That is a fucking awesome pause by me. You look sick, dude. Fuck yeah. All right, we'll lock on in. Game number 6.
Time to see if all those drills have paid off.
Insane, man. That is a fantastic pause after two. Bro, we have 10,000 of y'all on YouTube, bro. 30,000 of y'all on Twitch. It is insanity, man. Thank you guys so much.
We're going back, guys. Over there. Enemy in the distance.
Thank you.
Hit the jets. We're dropping hot.
Play Olympics and finals, because that's what they're doing, baby. That's how they get tapped on in, bro. Zeta Division going nuclear is fucking huge, though, brother. You'll love to see it. Genuinely. You'll really fucking do. Love to see Zeta again, the #1 org in APAC North and in the world last split.
Let's go. Beginning new countdown.
Can I go, I guess?
What the? An enemy landed near me, amigos. Attention. First blood. Gotta be someone. Reloading. Enemy shield. An enemy landed near me. Enemy shield.
इधर भाई. क्रेजी है भाई, वॉल तोड़ देता है. नहीं no.
Confirm kill. They're not getting back up from that. Another squad is on us. A snare binding me. Down the target. Broke enemy shield. Ambush, ambush. There's another squad. Found another target. Remain far. Out the door. Time to kill. Sharpen my blade. Keep up with me, compadre. I have returned. We will give our enemies an education. Snare me. Frag out. Give my shield a recharge. These times fly. Shield cracked. Down to target. It's on. Ring's moving. Got him. Another notch on the belt.
क्यों दीवार चढ़ गया भाई मैं. क्यों दीवार चढ़ गया. दीवार चढ़ गया भाई.
Let me at him.
What a rush! My attack. This superior form does not succumb easily.
I'm back. Let's smoke them. They got me.
इसका भी पड़ा छूचा का.
Time to drop, shock, and rock.
Fíjate, another squad is attacking us.
टाइमिंग.
Fíjate, another squad is attacking us.
ना स्क्वाड अटैक कर रहा है बे तेरे को.
Feels good to be back. Let's show them how it's done.
Not so fast. Time to fight.
फिर इसको बचा लिया, इसका छक्का दोस्त. चुच्चू दोनों हाथ पकड़ के खेल रहे हैं. Holding hands.
Let me at him.
Holding hands. Arvind.
It's go time.
Cup of chai.
Give my shields a recharge.
I ran away from the light, compadre. Let me put you in a line. Like a rat in a trap.
Smoke out.
I'm gonna die. Res me. Res me, bro. Res me. You fucking dumb fuck. Oh my god. Why are you so dumb, bro? Use a fucking brain. Ash. Idiot. Idiot players in my team.
I ain't letting you die. Not till we've won.
Focus. Do not let them best you again.
Yes, bro, it is going to be absolutely electric when the B stream steps up. I love you guys.
Back
so much,
at it.
man. For real. Thank you guys.
Bad egg. Real close.
Yeah, like how do we play this? Do we play high? We play here. We play here.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we play like here, like around me, and we hold the tunnel.
Falcon's gonna knock in the kill feed right now.
In the tunnel too.
Falcon's maybe starting off a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if it's a far knock or a close knock. And they're
What's the plan, bro?
already. And they get the kill on a 2 and a 2.
That's much good.
GG fumbling the bag. Bro, if
Pakka na.
Falcons get inside bike rack, I want to point out right now that they will be in the best spot in the game. I think Falcons are looking to make that play. They know it. There's another team.
Ana mana kar do ghar mein
This
phir.
spot is going to be AGG, and they take the spot away from Falcons. Falcons do the dirty work. AGG barely with any damage on that as well. And that's actually, remember, both of them did fucking dick and balls. They kind of just passed that team around. And GG now loses out on the best spot in the game. AGG yoinks the spot that I think is one of the best for Falcons. Falcons can still play from here, by the way. It's definitely nowhere near a bad spot to play inside terminal, but it's very, 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 very vulnerable. When any squad rotates
Silver, bro. Sorry, bronze, silver, gold badge. Pila team badge milega.
I'm trying to think of
19 squads of 57.
if we go across here.
If they have the same spot, everybody knows I think it's an IGL. If you have that zone 2 knowledge as an IGL right now going in round 1 closing, I 100% think without a shadow of a doubt, you know where it's pulling. You know it's only on this side of Hammond Labs. These are the only spots you really go into. Don't tell me RRQ is going to fumble the bag again. Boys, RRQ having generational fumble after fumble. This is actually so sad. Not again, boys. And it's going to be RRQ most likely eliminated with another 0-point game. They have 1 point potentially in 3 games after hitting 37. They've been so close to match point for so long. They are yet to get it, and they're probably going to die right now with another 0-pointer, and they do.
It's okay. Calm down.
Maybe just throw a net and then...
Wow, and that is a statement indeed. RRQ, again, only 13 points off match point going into game number 4. And now the last 3 games, they've only gotten 1 point. My goodness, that is a fumble indeed. And you can tell they're frustrated. They're not happy about it. They know the opportunities they're missing out on right now. Falcons now, great pressure, though. I want to point out 4 points for Falcons already, or 4 KP. No placement even coming in. Great job for Falcons. 3 kills for the CEO as well. This is a great job pressuring neighboring squads inside and around their area of Hammond Labs. It's a great job. Again, Falcons are a little bit waking up right now. GK now fighting people for fun. And wait a second, GK now dead.
just keep
And
getting heads
GK
up my
is gonna
fucking
be
longbow,
eliminated
man.
by 4Fun. 4Fun comes on in, snags the day, and that's gonna be GK now out early. GK Esports has 18 points so far in this set, and they're not playing how they want to play today. 4Fun now beefing with a third party who portals on in, trying to get that beef going, and they're not gonna let it happen. They don't let that shit slide, kid. 17 squads at 51. Round one now closing a minute 30. And Jesus Christmas, this is fucking nuts, bro.
We have to stack this
insane.
side, okay? I can't move walls forward because
We're off to a
this
pretty
team,
aggressive start.
I just don't have enough. Like, I have a wall blocking this door to block the LOS of the
Pretty big
shack.
time.
I don't think you're
Off to a pretty aggressive start. Three squads already being dead with a pretty simple zone to rotate to. I think speaks volumes
Look,
about how
switch
these
out
guys
on
are
MnK
navigating
se
the map right now
roller.
over on Olympus for this game number 6.
Energy mag. I'm gonna do a Q here. Sykes.
Sykes and the boys of Liquid. 12 points off a match point as well. Again, man, anyone in that 21 to 25 point marker with one good win could hit match point here. Again, we do have a couple squads at single digits. Sentinels, one of our squads at single digits in a very good spot in topside compound. I love where Sentinels are playing to secure their final points to hit the match point threshold. Zeddy Esports in a very good spot as well to secure their final 4 points for their match point threshold. So the two teams in the top two in great and favorable positions for this endgame. VSN also now in that third place spot, I believe, or fourth place spot. Or it's third actually for VSN. They're now moving on in behind the Falcons over at terminal side. Falcons actually leave. They go backwards into solar array. So I think Falcons realized they were very vulnerable inside terminal with their back towards solar array, and they're now getting walked up on big time. And that's a great call for Falcons to leave that spot, play a little bit later, and maybe be the team that aggresses inside terminal instead of being the one that gets aggressed on. Yo, what up, Methods? How you doing, buddy? They're doing pretty good. 8th place right now, 34 points. Nowhere near out of the tournament or nowhere near done, I don't think, for anybody here. Beacon now being hit. Zone is now closed. We'll get better situation for the zone. And there we go, man. I mean, it's going to pull straight towards Sentinels, AGG. Again, a very high chance for Wolves to hit match point VSN 2. We got a couple squads very close to match point eligibility in a great position to earn their points the very easy way of just sitting inside zone. 17 of 51 though. Again, now VSN's the squad in front on terminal. Only problem is VSN just got their purple armor and the boys over at Falcons are still triple blue. If they go over to the left side of terminal, they're now going to face Wolves. I don't know what the Wolves situation looks like loot-wise. Might be a better fight. If they can fight left side towards Wolves, it's definitely better in this side of terminal than the other side of VSN. Wolves, I think, are also an easier team to kill in a 3v3 for Falcons, courtesy of how Lauder and Carter have been shooting lately. But the blue does come out indeed for both these squads of Falcons and Wolves Esports. 17 of 51. Nothing other really breaking out here. Everyone just still trying to find their situation and where they want to play for the end game. Some squads a little bit later on the rotate than others, but we do know exactly where the zone is going, and I know these IGLs do know too. Blinkster on white armor, though, is extremely concerning. Someone has fries in my house. I'm going to crash out. Oh my god, bro. Someone has fries in my house. I'm going to fucking tweak. It smells so good. Oh my god, that's gotta be McDonald's fries.
There was someone on map from there earlier.
Oh, it is. Oh my god, go fuck yourself. Oh, that's McDonald's fries for sure, bro. Oh my god, I think I smelled the nuggets too, dude. That's fucked up. Wow. That is actually fucked. I'm getting fucking teased out here.
Just in case we have to fight, okay?
We also need to kick each other from the opposite side, okay?
Yeah, we're looking to pinch the shit out of them with the other team. Okay. I'm putting TP down.
Wrong. That's a breakfast sandwich. It's a breakfast burrito. That's home fries. Who's got it?
Triple block up and peek to
Oh my god, bro, that's a breakfast burrito with home fries. Wow. Now I'm even more upset. All right, Lauder now going to stabilize up front, top spot of terminal. Falcons are now making their breach. 1 second here.
He's not looking.
Falcons are now moving on up. Are they going to try to find their angle? They do get that shot big time on of Wolves. Wolves now awkward. Great nade from Al. They're going to breach on out. Catwall already burned. Don't forget, VSN is here available for a third party if they want. Will they do it? When now dead, they got to play this slow because they know VSN's across. And VSN is now moving on up. So Falcons know they cannot go one man down because the third party opportunity is right around the corner. They don't even get the full kill. I don't think they're going to win. They're going to be a full duo up right now. No full kill yet. Wolves are now getting suffocated from the other side of compound. That might be Sentinels as VSN is now looking to fight Falcons one more time. Sen now beating the Wolves across. His points are getting aggressive. But as the other two teams fight inside terminal, Wolves might get their reset if they knock on the blink. And now Falcons don't even benefit from that fight. Wolves dying again. Sentinels are helping them out big time right now. They gotta bounce back again. Wolves, no name, last one up. And VSN have completely stalled this fight for Falcons. Wolves now dead. And now Falcons can actually play front side terminal. Oh my goodness, Sen just helped out Falcons massively. Massively. That cannot be overstated enough. What Sen just did by killing off Wolves allowed for Falcons to now walk on up into terminal. And now they can actually take advantage of the fight they had in the beginning because VSN couldn't third party. That was a great job by Falcons to play that slow. They also benefit from their own style of gameplay, which is just not getting knocked, which is great. Also, zone now going to shift. And brother, we're going terminal, dude. VSN. Oh my God, and Falcons again. It's going right through, baby. Dead center between Falcons and VSN inside terminal. Both these teams with a chance to hit match point. Team Liquid now, bottom side waterfall, moving on in. Shots get ripped apart from Sykes. Great job. That's massive damage. Can they capitalize on it is the question. Panic now feeds his cock and balls off. For fun, Tyler again. For fun. Might not be playing the best, but they are a terrifying squad at 3v3. These guys do not die. They try everything to stay alive, and they don't give up until the last one's actually back to the lobby. And that is going to be Zeta. Maybe now trying to move on in here to the back of labs. It will be. So Zeta got to make the run. Wolves are now dead, though, so Wolves again. Another 0-point game to get closer to match point. Wolves are another team of RRQ and Wolves just choking when getting so close to match point eligibility. Nades come out. Guild gets popped big time. Guild's got to watch out here, brother. AGG, the Azul, the Kraber. Great names right there. VSN can't move on up. AGG does all that Krabby Patty. Unlimited now fighting. Alliance getting kills in the kill feed. Alliance and Unlimited now beefing top side waterfall. Looking for the double res. Going to be unlucky on top. Subi does get those knocks big time with that fucking L-Star. And they're now going to look for their own reset inside as well. The Lori man's dead. It's 1-1 trades, but the Newcastle is going to be the difference maker here. And that's why it's so important sometimes to have the defensive capabilities on your roster.
Roller में smoke देख के फट गया उसका.
And now Unlimited sent from low ground. Team breaches up. Team Liquid's now here. They're not scared. They're inside the middle as well. We got a 4-way fest. And I'm not invited. Despicable. Unlimited now gone. Falcons now fighting. Getting kills on the Axis and RC. This right now for Falcons is gigantic. And IP now dying. AG getting more knocks. Reject is probably going to die here between AGG and Falcons, who are just suffocating with the Eiffel Tower. Zeta now gets knocks. Nemesis now dying. Alberelli now killed. Zeta's now only 8 points off of match point eligibility. We might have multiple teams hitting match point as Team Liquid's now fighting again. And they're getting kills onto Alliance Aku. And IP gonna knock onto Alliance. Unlucky now dead. Hackus last one running away.
इनका fight दिखाया नहीं भाई.
7 points only. Alliance is not having the start of the set that they wanted. Zeta trying to stay up. Blinks are now with the Kraber as well. Blinks are getting knocks onto the boys at RC. RC now dead. Blink! They hit match point. Sentinels hit match point with Blinks' Kraber shots. Come on, baby. Massive. Nemesis now dying. Blink looking for more. Team Nemesis now out. Oh, Blink's a psycho. Nemesis now out. Blink is a psychopath. I don't know how he's not getting shot right now, but this is low-key an insane angle. Nice! 210 again! Oakley dying! They're trying to stick the res! No, Blinkster is making swift work of these guys. Hurry comes out. Fun FPS goes big. He saves the day. E36. Don't forget, Sentinels already did the hard part. They already hit match point. Anything after that is just a W. Elite Esports now in the mix, getting shots down on the top right side. Elite killing off Falcons. Wait a second. Falcons are fumbling. They're stuck inside terminal. Elite from out of nowhere. The duo gotta stay alive. How? What happened? Falcons in that bottom right side, stuck right now of just Guild and Wolsey. House now dead. Great shots. AGG with some more Kraber kills in the top right. But even if the boys at Falcons survive this, they're going to have two different situations. As Wolsey now in a 1v3 trying to make this work. Seti going to be eliminated. I don't think he did this, bro. Team Liquid now fighting as well. Falcons are probably not going to reset. Team Liquid now fighting on top side platform. It's going to be 4 fun again in a sticky situation. NIP now dying. Shots come out from Zero. The double tap ulti now hitting. Big time shots for fun eliminated. Team Liquid is now only 5 points away from match point eligibility. 8 squads at 21. And again, we are inching closer and closer to more teams at match point. Falcons now fumbling. That is a terrible loss for Falcons. Alliance looking for the reset as Blinkster's now getting kills in the kill feed. Elite now dying. Shen looking for a W. The zone now shifts over to VSN.
They're gonna come through. I'm killing him. Okay.
Oh my goodness, everyone settle. It's getting real intense over in the arena. Multiple Krabers, 7 squads up. Zeta now dead. Alliance actually get the respawn again. I don't understand how, but Alliance has done it one more time. They're now back into the mix. I don't understand. These guys are always here. I just don't get it. I believe NIP East to alive. Never mind, NIP just died. Falcons dead and Zeta dead. 6 squads up. We got all 6 POVs. AGG now fighting. Soul gonna be eliminated. Soul now gone. AGG with 2 more KP. VSN still sitting pretty on top of terminal. Right now, VSN's in the best bomb of the game. As a lot of these guys, Blinkster with another Kraber. It's electric on the B stream. We don't miss those, baby. And let him get one more. And let them end the existence that is Alliance in this game number 6. And they're going to get one more kill. It's just one up, I believe, a Hackis behind that knock. And he's just doing everything he can do to stay alive. Never mind, it's Aku. And he gets Krabered again. Blinkster get the full kill on the Hackis. Last one up, Aku behind.
Is he still there?
Dude, they're having a massive game. Sentinels is looking for their back-to-back. If Sentinels win here, don't forget the tournament is not done. You cannot hit 50 points and then win in the same game and end the tournament. They hit 50 points here, but they have to win another game after this. Same for every other squad that's hitting 50 right now in this game number 6. They now swing. AG now dying to VSN. VSN kills from above. Great angles the whole way through. They win the high control. They're kings of the hill indeed, and they're reaping the rewards. Alliance now dying. Trying to stay up is another squad.
They have best spot in the game.
Of Team Liquid doing everything they can to dance.
High ground, covers.
Also is sadly not enough. As another squad's low ground. Panic now swings. Team Liquid now dead. AGG hold on and stabilize. They're now swinging. They're getting knocks. Good comms from Yanya. AGG are looking to hit match point. I don't know if they can get it. I think they can if they win this game. Sentinels now going to be alive alongside BSN, but there's only 2, 3 men up. Sentinels dead, and here we go. It's a 3v3. It's VSN versus AGG, and Niazul, the Kraber shot onto the Monta of Zach Mazer. Zach Mazer now gone. If AGG win this fight and win this game, they're done. They actually hit match point. Can they do it? It's a 1v1, the biggest 1v1. They cannot do it. It's VSN with a W. In game number 6, they stop AGG from hitting 50. But VSN at match point, Sentinels at match point, multiple squads hitting that threshold.